I have made it my personal life hobby to study women.
Oh
yes. Oh yes. Women, they don't even know what they want. And they don't realize they don't know what they want. The problem I have with women is basket mouth. So we had a situation in this country, in the early days, where two people were dragging that name.
Yes. Yes.
Two of them were my friends.
Yes.
Are you serious?
One, nine first blow.
Yes.
Before the other person.
Yes.
But the person will get the name now, overtake him for blowing.
Yes.
Yes.
No, the main basket first blow with basket.
No.
Wow, the other guy.
What happened? This story not real. You get. I'm sorry that I have to call the people involved. A comedian where they educated will be better than a comedian where no they educated.
How so?
And I'll tell you why. What education does for a comedian is the appropriateness of the story you're telling to a particular audience. All those things where they talk, fagege for cuckoo, They are. Where's that on the map? Like. What's Okoko? Where is in Lagos? Forget all the lip service that we play to polygamy here. I still think that polygamy is the best form of marriage for Africa.
Why?
Yes. Monogamy is not working. We are pretending.
The Honest Bunch podcast is brought to you by Reseda, Lemfi, Seymour Global, Declan Wines, and Workman.
Welcome to the Honest Bunch podcast. Una don't see him now. But no be us. Now God and now Una. We appreciate your support. We appreciate the fact that every time we curate great content for your viewing pleasure, you're there. Especially those people where we say, Una don't make them a part of Una. So use us, they go work and they come back. Our brothers and sisters in the diaspora who ride on the train. Una they listen to them. We appreciate you. Please, I beg, we take go beg Una. Make Una continue to spread the word. They tell people, say, season 6 don't start, and every episode is something you should not miss. Ladies and gentlemen, as we start season 6, we start with solid brands when they are back. Reseda. People say that everyone must own a piece of the earth, but may God not let you go put your money for waiting will cause depression. Reseda go give you the best deals. All you need to do now to slide into their DM, tell them, say, Honest Bunch podcast. They go know say that from us, and they'll give you the very best deals.
Have you downloaded Workman app? Or do you like to suffer? Do you like suffer? Download this app now. Every week we will keep saying download Workman. May they go do this thing for now. You just pay and get it done.
And if people went the diaspora.
And yes now.
No stress, mama, no stress, papa. Just fire artisan. And Ezinne, your nails is looking like he's one of...
It's a Workman nail now.
Workman, work it for
yes,
you,
man.
Anyway, also want to say shout out to one of our sponsors for season 6, Seymour Global. When you want anything concern doors, toilet sittings, gates, whatever it is, they have their office in the heart of Port Harcourt City in River State. So Seymour Global is one of the sponsors of season 6.
Also, as you sit back, relaxing and enjoying the show, don't forget to pour yourself a glass of Declan wine.
It's not Declan, it's Declan.
Nedu. You know, it enters. So don't forget to pour yourself a glass of Declan wine.
Don't watch alone, no. In case you plan to use Declan, don't watch alone, no.
Tom, the way you did this advertisement, I feel like sending you money.
Stop.
Let me use Lemfi.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, when I travel out.
Okay.
You understand? Because our brothers and sisters with the diaspora, we don't tell you now. As Christmas don't want reach now, quickly send them money for house. If you send anybody $100 now, the thing go shake. Now, Lemfi own HB pod. Now it be our the code where we say once you tell them, they're gonna say, okay, now these people they'll give you very, very better level. And you are also going to get $30 cash back for every over $100 transaction that you do for the first time. So I beg, just run them. Any country where you dey, Benin Republic, Cameroon, Senegal, Nigeria, Ghana, we go run them. So we could no waste time. We could just go straight to the introduction. You don't see their faces, but that introduction, they also the ginger. Ladies and gentlemen, by my immediate right is the Gen Z body.
Poor, stop.
Then train them. She train herself.
Period.
She listen.
Period.
Gen Z with home training.
Period.
A lot of people watch this episode and spread their leg because they believe that this episode will be interesting so long as they hear, yes, stop. Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful, delectable, drop-dead gorgeous, melanin popping, Deity Cole!
Oh my gosh, that's my material. I'm blushed in.
Hi, chummies.
Hi, chummies. Happy New Week.
Happy New Week. Ladies and gentlemen, what is better than one Nigerian woman? Two Nigerian women. Ada Zulezu. www.asankpokoto.com. Egovi Nwa. 60 feet container on the high sea. Ada Itemwan. We won. Light has come. And by the special grace of God, incoming. Ladies and gentlemen, Ezinne.
You never finished now.
Ezinne mama.
Husband material.
Don't do so.
You don't talk about my.
Oh, yes. You are 7 legs.
This is a 3-piece from my friend Rockaholic. 3-piece. Yes. He said Ezinne. You don't do Ezinne mama. Do Gen Z bodies.
Oh,
okay.
So instead of shouting Ezinne mama, let's say Ezinne murmur.
It's
It's so cool.
And that's on par. Ladies and gentlemen, our eldest brother, the one who takes the head of the cow when it is slaughtered, a man who is the most dragged. Even Guinness Book of Record no go fit put her inside. But he's the salt, and you cannot do without the salt. Ladies and gentlemen, man of enchanting physiognomy,
Many
degrees and characters.
man of great wisdom. He knows somebody who knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Nedu
All of us know somebody. What's up, guys? How you doing?
How you doing?
Bless you.
Bless you.
And also, we have husband material. Okay, hopefully
6
give me
foot
Yeah.
tall chocolate
60 feet
puppy.
container.
That's
No,
right,
he's the importer of the 60-feet container on the high
Yes.
sea.
Woo!
6 packs in view. 6 packs in view.
6-pack in
In
view.
view.
Husband material is who you look and you say this man is a follow come.
Material will never finish.
Oh my God, he keeps giving. He keeps dropping. He's the original
Let's
Declan
get
wine.
it. Woo!
This thing that you people are doing, even though I feel down about my phone and my Instagram account, you have uplifted me.
By the way, husband material's
follow
phone
me.
was stolen. One of his phone was stolen. And Instagram account did, and it unlocked. So please follow him. His new Instagram page is husband material _ HM. Husband material, lift his spirits.
Follow me, thank you. Thank you for lifting my drooping spirits. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest is an embodiment of wisdom,
Let's go.
consistency, creativity, longevity.
Get it.
If they add all the things when we say in they do together and the years of experience, now something when they go teach for master class. He's a man of great wisdom. He's a man of great knowledge. And he's somebody who is open and willing to teach people. Ladies and gentlemen, the time when they still they whine, many people will not know now because no, now you have streaming platforms. I'm talking of the generation where not be even CD. I'm talking of the generation where not be even tape. Now people will be say, then they act. You go guys go place, go watch them when they act. And he voice loud. And he get plenty action. Over 3 decades of experience on television. Nearly 35 years of experience as a stand-up comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, a loving father, a great husband,
Okay.
and your guy. Make
baby.
some noise for Okey Anthony Onyegbule, aka Okey Bakassi.
You do your research well.
Thank you, sir.
Now, very few people they get all the name well like
Thank
that.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
try,
You're
try.
welcome. You're welcome.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be here. Whoa,
you. Thank you.
this is a bunch.
And we are honest.
A bunch of bunches.
Interesting. Thank you very much.
Voila.
Thank you very much. So,
Yeah, nice to be here today.
thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be having, very, very. It's going to be very deep. The conversation is going to be very deep. And for everyone that is looking to grow personally and develop their career, it's important that you pay attention to this. It go touch relationship, it go touch business, and most importantly, it go touch relevance over trends. So I think a very good place to start is, something when go make plenty people look, say, oh, wow, really? Because I'm sure a lot of people look at you, all that you have achieved professionally and how you have made tremendous impact, and it go shock them. Ross, Now agricultural engineering.
Now I do.
Now you study. What's it happen?
Okay, so let me first of all, a lot of things for this life that I wanted to do growing up. You know, as kids, as you grow up, sometimes but one thing that was central, I wanted to be a medical doctor. Yes, that was my dream, to be a medical doctor. Until tomorrow, I love medicine and the practice of medicine. You know, in fact, sometimes when I go into my medical side, you go even think, say, maybe in a waiting a study.
Wow.
But my brain no fit carry jam score. You understand? So I respect myself, land for engineering. You know, like, good as jam, they smart. Then go tell you, say, put second choice. So. You know, say some people, they go put first choice medicine, second choice medicine. Jam will say,
Jam will mess them
Jam
up.
will not say, no rich. You understand? So I put first choice medicine, I put engineering. So as that one no enter, this one enter. I go do engineering, JJ. So why engineering and all this? So over the years, when I've seen how my career has moved from engineering to the creative arts, then I find that I didn't really miss track. Because engineering is about creating as well.
True.
But in this case, you're creating backed up by the principles of science and technology.
Right.
So when I enter this other aspect of creativity, which is now backed up by arts, you know, so we are still in the creative realm. Just that what has happened is that some of those principles of engineering and analytical thinking, what I learned for sciences, I bring and come this other side, which is probably why I'm a bit more analytical, how I see things and how I process, you know, but everything just balance. So I'm not really misruled. We are still in the creative process.
Interesting,
Yes.
interesting.
That's
I'm
so-
sure that I asked that question because
Yeah.
I know that many young people are faced with the dilemma of it be like say you don't dey late.
Yeah.
Make I just do this one, then I go come back. And we have seen people say, after studying, I gave the degree to my parents and now decided to do a certain part.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't understand, you know, and I don't blame them all. Because if we look at ourselves, so if I sitting here now looking at my younger self, there were times that I felt like that too. You know, but you see, learning is a constant process. You are learning every day. And part of learning is to also go back in time and retrace. Because in life, you have to align properly. If you don't align, you not get your trajectory. So when you go back and you retrace, you now find, so all this waka why I don't waka, how it relate. And when you think and well, you go see, say there has been a relationship between all these processes. Now you know, pay attention. All right. So I haven't gone back to look at my own. I now find that everything I have done, none has been a waste. So I went to the university and I did engineering for 5 years. Because I'm not using the certificate, it's not a waste. Because when you think about it, that university, you know, opened your mind at that stage. All the equations and formula we would do for engineering, I may not have seen it in real life play out or practiced any one of them. But you see, in trying to understand all those equations and begin to link it, that knowledge, the way he opened the neurons and the things in my brain has helped me today. If I face an obstacle, I'm able to analyze and do the equation of it and balance it till it aligns and it aligns towards success. So if I'm successful in what I do today, is as a result of those 5 years where I put in. Yeah, which is why I tell people, no education is a waste. Vulcanizer way go school, go better pass vulcanizer way no go. You understand? Because if vulcanizer way go school, market tire pumping to you, only in place you go pump tire. You understand? While the one way no go school go they wait when you accidentally stop in front of his shop. But the one way go school go tell you why na here you go pump tire, because in gauge they very accurate, and if you exceed the PSI of your tire, you feel go get problem for road. When you remember him, you go say, I don't want to make mistake for PSI, I don't want to get accident, might go that baba side. You understand? You're no longer leaving it to chance, because he has drawn your attention to something that is very vital. That is the benefit of education. You know, so anything where you read, you know, read and throw away, give your parents. That knowledge is embedded. Its application is up to you. Yeah. So if you slack, you go miss some.
Interesting.
But I know slack. So I still try apply my own, how it they relevant. Interesting. Yeah. That's as far as education goes.
For Canaiza way go school, better pass for Canaiza way no go.
Yes.
It though this question, it be like what I supposed to ask for later, but let me just throw it now. Nine be say, no matter what creative space you find yourself,
Yes.
if you not go school, person will go school better pass
It will
you.
better pass you for that space.
As a comedian,
Yes.
person will go school as a comedian,
Yeah.
it better pass you when not go school as a comedian.
So yes, pure and simple. A comedian where they educated will be better than a comedian where no they educated.
How so?
And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
So one thing about comedy, for me, simplest definition is a very fine act of storytelling. Yeah. While the intention is for you to make the audience laugh. Yeah. So, but you're telling a story. Now, what education does for a comedian is the appropriateness of the story you're telling to a particular audience. You understand? So, I'll give you an example now. If you hire me for an event to come and perform as a comedian, the first thing I do is when I get into that place, that is why I don't do my act. I don't like to sit backstage and just come as surprise, I'm on stage. No. I like to sit with the audience till it gets to my turn.
Okay.
Then I can go backstage and wait to be introduced. A lot of artists will tell you, you know, one cast, me people can't know say you did, may you just surprise them. And my act does not have any business with surprising anybody. I'm on the bill, they know I'm coming. So there's no surprise element there. They already know that I'm performing. So what am I surprising them? You will surprise yourself when you go and hide backstage. Now, while I'm sitting with the audience, what am I doing? I'm gauging the pulse of the audience. I'm trying to do my own demography mapping of the audience. Now, what is demography mapping? I'm looking at this audience. Is it predominantly male or female? Is it predominantly middle age or young people? Now, when I don't do this demography mapping finish, that is what allows me choose the content that I will use or the story that I will tell. As a comedian, I'm not going there to make the whole audience laugh. I will be expecting too much. Then when I don't succeed, I feel like a failure. No. I'm there to make most of them
Laugh.
happy. Not even laugh. Happy, first of all. I'm there to arrest the attention of most of them, to make them pay me attention. Because if they're not paying me attention, they're not going to get the story that I'm telling. Everybody processes humor differently. Their sense of humor is more acute. So they get it that moment. Some will get it when they're going home. But the key is, are you paying attention to me? So the moment I get on stage, the first thing I want to achieve is arrest your attention. Because it's only when I have your attention and you listening to me that you're going to remember the things that I say. If you're distracted, you won't remember. And if you're distracted, you're going to miss the punchline. Punchline comes like that. You don't know when it's dropping.
Exactly.
So you have to be paying attention. So for me, once I go on stage and I achieve silence, I'm in the zone. They don't have to be laughing at that point. I achieve audience silence, that everybody is paying attention. That means I'm in the zone. That means I'm going to hit you. That means you're going to get the punchline. You get. Now, my target is the majority of that audience. So while I've done this, my demography mapping, if they are mainly old people, I'm going to do materials that will resonate
More
with
related to old people.
Because once I catch them and I have them responding to me, other people will key in. Now, if I go for the minor demography and I have scattered people here who are chuckling and the rest of it are missing it, I'm not doing anything. You understand? So if I wasn't educated, I wouldn't know this.
So which means
They know they teach them for comedy. You understand? So sometimes I see comedians just get on stage and they just start something. You throw the first one, it no work. You try the second one, it no work. You're getting frustrated, you're getting jittery, you're getting sweaty palm. You understand? You know, do your demography mapping. You just come out, you see your audience when then they see you. Now you're trying to figure what to do and who to please. You understand? But if you don't study that audience first, see who and who they there, target the people where you want target. Sometimes if I look at the audience, men plenty past women, I do jokes where favor men. The women can be angry if they want. The men will be having a blast. And that is majority of the people laughing. The women can go home and say, this guy, I don't know what he gets against women. I don't know what I'm not vexed for nothing. I've done my job, I've earned my money. You understand? If I reach women plenty past the men that day in a toast, I will do whatever it takes to please women, and I'll have them go on, tell them, all these men. I'm doing the job. I've done the mapping. I want to please the most in that audience.
What is now the difference?
Yeah.
Because how do you tell if you attend an event?
Yeah.
You know they perform for the event. You just say make you just go sit down, they go support the person.
Yeah.
How you go tell This comedian no go school.
So some people are very talented. Some people are very talented. Give it to them. And it has nothing to do with their level of education. Now, mind you, going to school does not necessarily mean a university degree.
True.
Yeah? Education, basic as it is ability to read and write. And if you're an intelligent person, you have that ability to read and write, you're educated. You don't have to have a degree or a diploma in one thing or the other. You're educated. So that we don't misunderstand this.
Okay.
Now, but when you see who no go at all, you just stroll out from street. Yeah? It is show for how, from once the person step on stage, how he take conduct himself, how he take try relate with the audience, the choice of word and language, it is show. Because sense of decorum, no day. Understanding, reading the room, that ability is gone. It's not there. If a person will probably grew up doing motopark joke, and he's a very funny guy, he's very talented, you are going to see, the moment he steps in there, you're going to see the motopark in him. Because that is the audience he's used to. He's seeing this audience as that audience. And if you give him a little time, if there are people who are polished or sophisticated in that audience, after a while, they may begin to find him offensive. Yes, because his level of intelligence and where he's operating at is beneath where these people are used to. You understand? So the next thing, they go begin do conversation, leave him. Then go begin interact with each other. Then he's on his own. Then the few people who are at his level will stay with him. You understand?
Yes.
So that is what happens sometimes when you go to a corporate event. Yeah. And there are all these people who are there. Sometimes you see some of them are just like this. Because all those things where they talk, for cuckoo, they are, where's that on the map? Like, what's Okoko? Where is in Lagos? Oh, really? You understand what I'm saying? So you're talking about, maybe you're talking a CEO of a company who was born and raised in Ikoyi. He never crossed Third Mainland Bridge except when in the go airport. You're coming to say Fukuku. That woman when they fry akra Fukuku. Like, it's like you're telling a foreign story. You understand? And if there are many, they are looking at you. So at the end of the day, if they are laughing, maybe there's a bit of your performance that looks like buffoonery. You understand? Where they crack them up. It's not really what you're saying. It's how you're darting all over the stage and you're just gesticulating and doing all those. So it's more you're not the clowning where you they do. They get to them. It's not the storytelling because your story is not resonating.
Wait,
you understand? Whereas it's supposed to be a combination of all.
Yes.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a combination of all.
Yes. Telling the story, body language, everything, gesticulations, everything combines to tell the story.
Okay.
But sometimes when you are not at that level, people who want to be sociable will just tune into a particular one, let it look like they are also carried along. But you're not telling anything. When you know you have done your job, is when you go to perform to that kind of audience, and maybe the chairman of the occasion, when he come up, he use some of your content, take site example, you know that the man took something away. You understand? You touched a very sensitive spot. And sometimes he doesn't have to laugh much. But he took something away from what you said.
You mentioned about education,
Yes.
the disparity, you know. And you say that if you're able to crack interview, because there's something they call intelligent jokes, according to you. So is that the reason why most of our comedians are not as much as exported as our Afrobeat artists? You know, Afrobeat artists, they sell out O2, they go on shows, you know. But we have a lesser number of comedians doing tours.
Okay, so that's a different thing. Good question you asked. That's a different thing. So music is a universal language on its own. So people don't need to understand your language to enjoy your music. There's a lot going on in music. The instrumentation of it, people are playing all manner of instruments to back an artist up. Your vocal ability, you know, your artistry, sense of poetry, all the small elements that go into that music is what globally people want to connect with. So they don't need to hear the language really, to enjoy it. But comedy is environmental because it's storytelling. Yes, there's a bit of storytelling going on in the music, but it has other accompaniments that tell that story. So you can easily tune off from the story if you're not hearing the language and focus on what the instrument is telling you. Yeah, and because the instrumentation has its own culture that is ongoing. But with stand-up comedy, which is the toughest art form, stand-up comedy is the toughest art form. It's solo, it's spontaneous, it's instant. If you're failing, the audience knows. There's no backup. There's not, you put your hands in the air, yo, wave. Then the audience go to wave till you gather your thoughts. No. Nobody's waving anything for you. You're there, you're thinking on the spot. You're looking at their reaction. If it's not connecting, you know it's not working. Your brain is in overdrive, thinking, what do I do next? This story is not, I'm going to drop it at some point and go. But in dropping it, you have to make a smooth transition so that it doesn't look like you're all over the map. The stories are connecting, you know? Because at any point you lose their attention, you've lost it, you're struggling again to get it back. You know, so it's challenging. You're doing all these things and you have maybe 3 minutes to do it. Is that intense? You know, so once you're on stage there, you're doing your creative process, you're telling a story. Comedy is environmental. If you're in Nigeria entertaining a Nigerian audience, you can tell stories that they can relate to. Now, if they uproot you from here and take you to the US, you must land early, mingle, understand the environment, ask questions, take a crash course. So that if you're adapting the Nigerian story, you're incorporating US elements so that they can relate. Otherwise, if you come here and you're telling them for Lagos, like, hello,
Never been there.
Like, where is Lagos? Hello, what's it talking about? You understand what I'm saying? So you're going to understand that environment. When they talk about money, you change Naira to dollar.
Dollars, yeah.
You change street names to their own street names. You change Yaba to their own places, junctions and market and everything. Readapt the story. Run them and see whether it even enter. It go walk. It go free flow because you have to be conversant with those names and the pronunciations. Otherwise, you call one name, they don't know, say no be you like, because those people can be funny. I remember one time when I talked to my children for phone. My dog, they bark for background. I said, why is it barking? I said, okay, he's chasing a lizard. They said, what lizard? I said, what lizard? Their mother said, lizard. You know, the thing vexed me, Sha. Because my children, why they pay their school fees. What's the big deal between lizard and lizard? Oh, they say, lizard. That's, I know really well. So in this thing, no sound alike. When I know fit you fill in the blanks, no say that we don't talk about. You know what I mean? You know, so these are all the things that you have to do, which is why it's difficult to just take a comedian and just drop it anywhere else in the world. If you bring American comedian here, you go struggle. No matter how big he dey, you bring him, I bet you money where I no get, you no go feel Oshodi. Those ones where they sell out stadium for there. Bring them here now. If they manage full nightclub, they are lucky. Because comedy is environmental. So now people will know that. If you enter street now, ask people randomly, call any comedian for this thing, for America. You understand?
Kevin Hart. Or
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. Ask any Nigerian, Dave Chappelle, he goes, in they sing. He's a great guy. He's one of the greatest.
Yes.
You understand? But once he leaves that environment, he has to be reintroduced to this environment. And he has to do some sort of adaptation of content to this environment. Otherwise, he's going to fly over them.
But which one they easier? To feel adapt, to feel follow here, go there, adapt, or for them to come here, adapt. Which is easier?
So, from what I've seen, from the few times that we've had them come over here. So, when we do concerts like Eco Hotel, you know, is a bit elite.
Elitist.
So a lot of the audience where they turn up, when they hear their name on the label, are people who are already familiar with them.
Yes.
People where they travel back and forth, or we don't live there before. Oh, he's coming to Nigeria. Oh my goodness, I'll be there. So they turn up. They can relate. Then Another size now, people were really educated because they are going to come here and speak American English.
Yeah.
First of all, you must be able to understand English language and be. Is there something called being fluent in understanding it? I know there's fluency in speaking, but,
Yes.
but you must understand their accent to be able to catch their punchline.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And you must also understand their comedy culture because they cuss a lot.
Yes.
If we cuss, waiting those people they cuss, you understand? There's no
going to be
comedy
cuss-
club.
there's
where
going to be
there's
cuss for
nothing
Allah.
where you enter where no be F word they fly. Go watch American comedy. We not even cuss for here. If you talk, some people where they go church go say, "Oh, okay." Meanwhile, these are people where they go knock after they go. This they do.
Where you dey point our
No,
oga?
I'm not be a day. I just dey throw hands. I don't fight anybody.
Stray bullet. Interesting. Interesting.
So when they come here, because of how we package the show, we need to make our money back. So we give them the kind of audience that they can relate to when they come here. So they can easily blend in. But when we go there, our promoters too, sometimes they turn up Nigerians, then we feel at home. You understand?
Yeah, I noticed.
They turn up Africans and Nigerians, then we feel like we are in Nigeria, then we'll scatter the place. You get what I'm saying?
Some not the fees. Some of our comedians we know the fee. Some of as you talk about this in the talk, a lizard. I got to say, how many of our comedians go fee follow here, travel go, fee speak
adapt,
English,
sef.
fee adapt,
Fee adapt small.
Yeah. So the educated ones can, and I know a couple of them who are educated. When they go, they fit in well because
Like-
they switch things around a little bit. Yeah, you know the ones that I don't want to go into list, man, no disrespect to any particular
Okay,
person,
okay.
but you know the people I'm talking about who are educated and who can speak the language. When they go, they modify it a little and they're able to carry most of the people along. You know. Then some people go there and they use, like I said, other skills, open to a comedian to use. That's jesting and buffoonery and all those kind of things. And
you get plenty when no go fit perform.
no, some of them when they go there, they will dry up.
You know why? You know why some of them no go fit perform there? One are no verse. Especially those when you be safe, then climb stage now money then they beg.
Please.
Because that would be so strange. That would be so strange to them because nobody goes to a concert to go give the artist money because artists there get money past most of the people who wake up show. Like they are supposed to be successful people and they don't know an artist to be somebody who comes on stage and starts begging money. That is why some of these things where they do an aberration is strange to a whole lot of people. You know, but then again, we operate in an environment where poverty is taking a toll and people have to make ends meet. And from the onset in my career, I was very intentional. Some people will hire you and they say, look, this event, what they call you for? People go spray you. You know the kind of friends what I get? They go spray you money. I go tell them, say, okay, I don't want to pick my money for floor. I know I work, they can't work. I don't want to, in addition to my work, you subject me to picking my money from the floor. No. If you want pay me, give them. I put them for my hand or for account. I put them there, then I come and do my work. And if they spray, I know they come for your spraying. I don't want to know your friends. So if you no go fee pay my bill, you feel look for somebody will go come free, then pick in money for ground. You understand? Because sometimes I feel like it's not only distracting, but it also reduces you as an entertainer. Because our people can be reckless in the way they appreciate you. Sometimes in the name of spraying, they're using the money to slap you.
you, yeah.
They are throwing it in your face. But you're distracting, you're stopping a performance. Yeah, I'm not a musician, I'm a storyteller. And once you come and you stand in front of me, you're stopping the rest of the people from connecting with what I'm doing. It's a distraction. You understand? So if you appreciate me that much, once I come down from stage, if not bundle given to me, I go thank you, pass. All these other ones where they throw, they scatter, you're doing it to show off. Now they show off. You just want to make people see, say you come and you get money. You're advertising yourself. Yeah.
Is it more about the people or about the comedian?
Exactly.
Yeah, so sometimes some of those people is about them. It has nothing to do with you. They are doing it to showcase. Yeah? If you want to appreciate an artist, You have bundle.
Envelope. So.
Bundle is a bundle of our highest denomination is 100,000.
Yes.
Why are you scattering the 100,000 everywhere for me to pick? You know how much I collect come show? You know how much I charge? You know how much I charge come the show? Where we won't make elder like me, they run around, they pursue 1,000 naira note on top of stage. When it's not dollar. If na bundle of dollar you come through like that, I go drop the mic.
Wow. So you're being racist to the naira.
Which is racist. As you know they hear word, you know they see road.
You go see comedian go come outside go say,
You don't say one greenback, $100 and 170,000.
you get the point now.
170,000. I mean one we fly for up like this, they fraud the top.
You get one when you just come outside. See, where is most disheartening before we get into education and comedy?
Yeah.
Where is most disheartening for me is the fact that you go, then they spray me money when I go stage.
Yeah.
And I get people when they say, just pack them. Something go steal inside.
Yes.
Now they don't reach you, now I go reach you.
Yeah.
But it gets to the point where most comedians struggle, they drag to enter show where they not invite them because they know say they go spray them. Once they don't reach, well, maybe I material don't perform finish, spray tear. You okay, Mike? Oh, guy, I see what you they do. Better keep money where you go spray me. But why this joke not funny? Spray me now.
It's ridiculous. Like if I did the audience, once I see and they happen, it tire me, I won't lie to you. Because now no be waiting, I learn for this craft. And that is not international best practices of this craft. And I know that here we have our own culture of appreciation, which is money spraying. I'm not taking it away from Nigerians. We have a culture of doing all that. It's how we celebrate our people and appreciate our people. You understand? But for my art form, it is not best suited for my art form. You understand? It's just like somebody there on stage, they do spoken word poetry.
Yeah.
And you they go do that thing, man. You they disturb in flow. It's intense. It's creativity from the depth. You understand? And you are a distraction, both for the act and for the people who are enjoying it.
Yes.
You understand? So if you the reason, leave the spray, keep them. Once the artist finish, if not the artist you want appreciate, you know want market yourself.
Backstage.
If not the artist you want appreciate, no be yourself, you want market. When you finish, as you're moved, you say, take this envelope.
You blessed me.
Yes, I love what you did. Hold it. You understand? Even the artist go use two hands, say,
Thank
because
you,
he knows say you're responsible.
You know, I went
You know, so-
somewhere and they were talking about comedians and I said, I beg, comedians too big. There were a couple of rich guys.
Please don't say that.
You know?
You insult all of us.
That's what.
collectively.
So this is leading me to this question.
Yes,
It's leading
okay.
me to the question I want
Yes.
to ask. Because on that table that I sat, they generalized. Now you're sitting here and you're saying this as somebody that has prestige in your craft. That this is how it's supposed to be. But these other people, which is a larger majority, they are denting the craft.
Yeah.
Because these men are not going to come and start saying, Okey Bakassi, no, they do, but these other people, no. They go just generalize. So what do you people, the question is,
Okay, go ahead.
what do you people that know this craft and know what it stands for, do you people call out these other people or call them and say, guy, this thing where you they do, it tarnish our image
Like
now.
basketball did the other day.
You know?
Yeah. So, okay. Everybody has...
Sorry, second question.
go ahead.
And second question, you said something like depth, like spoken word. Does it mean that most of the comedians that beg are shallow?
Ezinne.
You know?
I say, as you know the sea road, you know the air word. If you see person way shallow, you know go know. No, Okey Bakassi go tell you when person way shallow. When you see person way shallow, you don't know who they shallow. Anyway, not like we're not there to fear. We don't look anybody face. You understand? Yeah. Okay. But you see, everybody has how they want to address problems. You know, that one person chooses to do it one way does not mean my way is better than that person's way or that person's way is better than my way.
Right.
There are people where they do waiting, then they do. They have a reason. sometimes I'm not quick to judge because I want to understand why you're doing stuff. Let me see the rationale behind what you're doing. For me, to leave engineering, to do this, means that I have some sort of value for what I do. You understand? I could do any other thing. I also have a diploma in public relations. Yes. So I could also go and focus purely on public relations consultancy or some other things that I like to do. You understand? Or go and practice the engineering that I do. But for me to do this craft means a lot to me. Now, nobody go respect what you they do past you where they do.
What they do?
If you be bricklayer, you no give value to bricklaying. Client no go respect bricklaying. You go to say it easy. And no craft is easy.
At all.
No, if bricklayer come off a site, you will get house, go lay am now. You not go fit. But now when you hire bricklayer with value in work, he go tell you in years of experience, tell you the rudiments of bricklaying where you know, and tell you why bricklaying is not ordinary. Then you will respect his craft.
True.
You understand? You go understand, say, you're paying for value. Some people enter something because for do. And it's not only stand-up comedy. It's in acting. It's in all spheres of endeavor. It's in music. You know how many musicians where we get? How many blow? Musicians full everywhere now. How many blow? Everybody get the ones where carry guitar there for road. You get the ones where they bust up, keep plate for ground. Everybody they play music now. But some people there abroad, they collect mega box. They shut down arena. All of them are they not musicians. You go say because of that one where they for bus stop with plates, you begin insult Whiskey, Burna Boy, and Davido them. Say all these are musicians, so now we just carry plates, they embarrass the craft. No, you can't do that.
True.
These guys have distinguished themselves. They have shown you that their craft is important to them. You can't come and belittle it for them. There's nothing where you do where if you bring them down. They know where they are. They know they see this way they do. And they will leave their sold out tours, come Nigeria, come they tell all these people where they carry guitar around, say, they spoil our craft. No, come on. The sky is big enough for everybody to operate now.
Very true.
Make everybody to operate for their own level. Because at various levels of entertainment, it be like relationship. No matter how poor there's a girlfriend or boyfriend for you.
Interesting.
Okay.
Just listening to you, I feel say blessing. And like you have said, it is not just in, for example, comedy.
Yes.
It's in every
Spheres of life.
every sphere or every craft.
Yes.
And I believe that there are so many people who are watching who maybe have been doing something out of ignorance. And because they go look, say, okay, you na person will be say professionally, you don't do this thing for 3 decades. Then go look people like Basket Mouth. Then go look people like Bovey. Then go look people like Agodai. Then go see, okay, these people don't they consistent over time. Other people don't come, don't go. Oh, now this guy they trend now, but after 2 years, nobody did hear about them. I'm sure they would want to learn. And there's something you said. You say, waiting you they see, not be waiting you learn.
Yes.
So it means say maybe at some point, you get people where be say you look up to, you learn from them. But now it can't be like say those who know they hide updates. They're not the great teach the younger people. And it can't be like say then they get click. This one now this person boy. This one now that person boy. How will practitioners in that craft grow if you have such
Clicks.
in the industry? And the reason why I say this is because you have given the example of Burna Boy, Whiskey, Davido, Tiwa Savage, and the likes. These people that what then they do for the world even come past our crew there where we even go sell before we even come out of ground.
Yes.
Stadiums abroad.
Nigerian entertainment get value, get the potential past even this oil.
Exactly.
Yes.
So how you take things, say, people like Una when be leaders, when God bless Una go school, Una don't garner experience, Una don't see for Una self, and you have been here for so long. Una go fit help this younger generation because some of these people now who they waiting then see say this person they do now in them feels okay now the right thing make them also begin they do them.
Okay, so let me put it this way. We, my generation, started what is today known as the stand-up comedy industry in Nigeria. So that means we don't learn from anybody for this space. There was no stand-up comedy industry when we came up. The biggest platform for stand-up comedy in Nigeria, Night of 1,000 Laughs, I was one of the co-creators of that platform. I co-created it, me, Reginald Debere, and Opa Williams. Now, me and Reginald Debere did the first draft of Night of 1,000 Laughs, shape and form of what it's going to look like. Yeah? Opa executed it. You get? So we were able to put something together to give life. Same way I was instrumental to forming the Nigerian Actors Guild, which is the largest guild today. I'm a member board of trustees of the Nigerian Actors Guild.
Wow.
It was a few of us that came together and said, and it was born out of necessity. Anytime we would gather for Zebejiro office, we don't really get money, but we act.
Chai.
You understand? And the late Ifa Idike then at the time, now when you show, you go come buy us Mama Put. You get? So we started asking questions. If any of us drop dead now, do we even have the money to transport the person, go meet in family? Because a lot of us came from different places to come also for Lagos. You understand? And that was how it came about. We said, okay, let us put together a body that will take care of our welfare. It was in the course of doing that we realized that there was a decree that set up NANTAP. And that NANTAP is supposed to have a guild. But the Actors Guild part of NANTAP was not functional, was non-existent. So we set up the Actors Guild. At the time, it was NAG that we were calling it before when we registered it.
National Actors Guild.
Yes, it was Nigerian Actors Guild, NAG. All right? Then, but when we did registration, it became AGN, Actors Guild of Nigeria. Good. You know, so we decided to put this, but we encountered resistance, even from NANTAB and its officials, and from some of our colleagues who refused to come on board. Because they were looking down on TV actors at the time. They saw stage actors and members of the National Theatre as the real deal. Because then was the era of theatre.
Yes.
So they were saying, no, the people who did it on stage are the actual people, not these TV people, not cut, roll, edit. So there was this discrepancy. But we saw ahead and we started putting bodies together to change this thing. So we have actually, me and my generation, we have actually laid the roadmap for future generations to succeed. Today, Actors Guild of Nigeria is the biggest guild in the entertainment industry in Nigeria. And it's still fully functional. So it's not like we have not created bodies to help other people. We created Night of 1,000 Laughs to help discover more comedians. You understand? But you see, personal growth, you have to be intentional.
Bro, say that in again.
Personal growth, you have to be intentional. You understand? So when you listen, when you're online listening to all these materials and they are talking about mentorship and they are talking about personal self-development and all that, where your head be? You understand? You have to identify a mentor, somebody you want to model your life after him. When I joined the entertainment business, like I said, there were no stand-up comedians. I was seeing foreign content. There were people abroad that I liked what they were doing. People like Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
You understand? That I liked what they were doing, you know. Then there were comedy shows like, you know, Sanford and Son, Red Fox and all those kind of people as at that time that I saw the kind of things that they were doing and I'm thinking as a young kid like, oh, these guys are good. When will I be one of these guys?
Get to the level.
Then locally, there were like the Innocent, Ohiri, Baba Salah, and all the rest of them. Jaguar, and all those people then.
Samanja.
You know, people who were doing, you know, New Masquerade. People who were doing stuff at that time that we were looking at and we liked what they were doing. And you pay attention to these people and you're saying, I can do this. I can be better at this. You see where education now comes into it. So by the time I transitioned into doing some of these things, I have to do it as an educated person. I have to because you need to understand that when I went into show business, it was a business for dropouts.
True.
It wasn't business where parents they proud to say they do.
Wow.
Parents know they proud to say my pikin they play music. That time. Parents know they proud to say my pikin they play football. Parents know they proud to say my pikin na comedian.
My father.
Because I remember cousins that time telling my parents, say person read engineering, on allow them they go, they do jesting. You understand?
Yes.
So for me to get the endorsement of my parents and the respect that I needed to elevate this game. I needed to make it enviable. I needed for you to encounter me and know that you cannot talk down on me. And it's by that principle that I've stood till tomorrow. You can belittle any comedian, you can't belittle Okey Bakassi. They craze. Like, what thing they bring them now?
Period.
I know they beg you. It's not pride. It's not arrogance. I need money. I need help. But when you bring me to do my work, I want to do my work that you have paid me for. If I impress you and you give extra, to God be the glory. And people do it. I've done jobs for people who I finish job. They say, I want to bless you. I like what you did. Some will bless you by giving you material stuff. Some will bless you by giving you another job. You understand what I'm saying? But you see, if I belittle this craft, you understand, I will lose value. And when you lose value, it will hit your pocket. Because now, why instead of them to the price you go up, they go the price you they come down.
Deep.
So when you call me and you tell me like I want to pay you XYZ amount, and people go also spray you, you go add the spray in join, and I say I'm not interested in your spraying. I'm interested in my artist fee. And once my artist fee makes sense to me, if you like, don't spray. You prefer look me like who be this? Yeah. And I stand by it. Once you pay me, you spray, spray. If you spray finish, I leave and for stage, work I go. If I just look the money, you know what's bending down.
It not be dollar.
I go, I leave and for the people who go clean the place. Where they take help. Yeah? If you give me sometimes some of those bouncers where they backstage, where they do bros, you give unto them, say you say, may you take the whole your side. You understand? Everybody do okay. You get. It not be pride, not be arrogance. It's just that there's a reason I do what I do. If you see my motto, my mantra, it says the pursuit of happiness. That is now waiting to propel me. Yeah? I say when I work, I need day where I die, may they help me write the man who came, saw, and was happy. You understand? So happiness is at the top of everything that I do. This thing what they do, tomorrow, if you are not happy again as I do, I resign and do something else. You understand? And for me to get my happiness from doing it, then everything around the whole value chain of it has to be making me happy.
Okay.
The money, the crafts, the everything, all follow. Yeah.
So ultimately happiness and everything around it.
Yes.
So for some of us, the mistake what they make now say, we know they look the ultimate.
Yes.
Now the things when they around them, we they carry for chest first.
Can we move to
That choice.
Can we segue?
Yeah.
No, but
I want to.
Okay. No verse. Never segue. Never segue. He be mentioned Zeb Ejiro. And for our generation, okay, no, your generation was taste by no.
His generation is different.
Yeah, his generation. Okay, for my generation, before the generation, then your generation.
Now where you put on they do a generation before his own, after your own. Chai, yeah.
When they born me,
You do another level. Don't worry.
they born in 1987. They born me in 1982.
It's another level. The calculation.
As in officially.
Is that not your
call all
age?
this age.
Okay, so no,
Because 87 now when I enter uni.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because my machine
No,
number na DE 87.
Wow.
Guy. No
Jesus Christ. Okay, it's good to see my year
Your
of
fathers.
So the reason why I want to talk that thing, I say you mentioned Zeb Ejiro.
Yeah.
And for people like us, Zeb, Chico, when it comes to filmmaking, now name when we grow up to know. And for my generation also, Aki and Popo were
The ones.
the duo that. But before Aki and Popo, we had you and Nine Kemowo, aka Osofia.
Yeah.
Two of you used to do Ikuku. Two of you have been they do
With the wrong
the
things.
two when they scatter everywhere.
Yeah.
Before I go just like just get. I don't know how you can maybe briefly just give us that insight. And the reason why I say this is because I gave this example so that people can click to people that way to. This person has been doing this for a very long time, and the person has consistently tried to evolve to be better. And now, why the person did our screen like this?
Exactly.
Yeah. So you see, the thing is that, like I talked about intentionality, and this now takes us to that originality trend and all those other small things that we would talk about. Yes. So when you look, originality is the freedom to create.
Originality is the freedom to create.
Freedom to create. Yeah, that's originality. While trend is inclination to a particular direction.
Follow.
Yeah.
Follow.
Because I like to, when you define things, it gives you clearer perspective.
Exactly.
It helps you understand what you're really doing. So originality like I said again, is the freedom to create. You understand? So when you have that freedom to create, it's endless. You're just doing your thing, how you like them. You understand? And you're happy, just churning it out. You know, your production line, just they run. They bring out things. They bring out things. But you see, trend, like I said, is inclination to a particular direction. Now, if that direction, not be you create them, that means you just go where you don't know.
Not true. Not true.
I don't know whether you understand that talk now.
True.
It's like you come out bus stop. You see many people, they run follow particular bus. You run follow them. You know where they go.
And when they go, then go, you don't know where they go. They don't reach, go where they go.
Now, when they begin drop, they say, in drop. In drop. You come, they say, oh, they know they drop. I thought we were all going to the same place. No. Those people were run. Everybody get why in wrong go there. You will jump on the bandwagon. You know where they go. So, you see, that is why sometimes people get disillusioned. Yeah? You cannot, the disadvantage, the danger in following trend is that it stifles creativity. You're jumping on a bandwagon where you don't know where they go. You're jumping on something where you don't know the intention of who started.
Of the creator.
And waiting in one achieve with them or where they take them, they go. So where the person will start and end them, you don't hang. But you see, if you're original, that is, you have the freedom to create. Yeah. You know the end. Because any day where you get that hit of idea,
you churn them out.
You churn them out.
He who plays the piper.
And sometimes that your creativity, they create trend where these other people, they follow.
Yes.
You understand? So I'll give you some practical examples for our industry, since we are talking about our industry.
Yes.
Some years back, I visited Port Harcourt, which is one of the cities I grew up in. And they were telling me about this comedian that is so good, he's so funny. I was curious to meet him. And they told me where he will be performing. But there was a drinking joint at that time where they saying they always perform. So that evening I went there. And for the first time I saw him perform. He was good. Standing ovation after performance and everything. But the name where then they call him, as at that time, I don't want to give away this person, you know, because he's a popular person. As at the time, then they call him Osofia. And I knew clearly Osofia was in Kemowo.
Yes.
Because Kemowo was my ally, where we they act together. So when everybody they call Osofia, I say, the only Osofia I know is in Kemowo. So when I got there and I saw him, and I enjoyed his performance, I waited. The show ended. I called him to one corner. I said, guy, you're good. But you can never be better than the original. You cannot go far answering Osofia. And he said he did not choose the name. I said, you don't let them name you.
Right.
You don't let them name you. Choose your own identity before you blow. If you let this stick, you're always going to be second fiddle. Because anywhere they call Osofia, immediately you show, they say, but maybe this person would they talk about. Then they are even listening to you from a position of bias.
Yes.
And judging you.
And you have content. So they're always going to see you through the lens of Nkemowo. So choose a name now. Make the name blow with you. And he did that. You understand? And today he's a brand in the comedy business.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
And everybody knows that brand. And he's unique. No other person has that name but him. He could have been stuck in some Osofia, and by now, because at the time, Osofia was a trend. That movie was a hit. And any character modeled after that character
is a copy.
Yes, copy. It will resonate with people because they can identify with a character that had already been created. You understand? I will tell you after the show. You understand? Yeah. So no crack your brain too much. You know? So he at the end of the day, he chose a name and the name is big. We also had a situation here where in the early days, anybody where they crack joke, then they call them basket mouth.
Yes.
I think they call comedians general. It was a generic name for comedians, basket mouth. Because you remember when Fela sang basket mouth, don't start to leak again. Good. For those of us who grew up going to the shrine and who saw Fela perform live, you understand? We know say it has meaning. When fella say basket, man wants her to leak again. Oh, that means he won't begin yap.
Yabis.
Good.
Sorry.
Excuse me. And one of the earliest forms of comedy in Nigeria was yabis. So when fella say basket man won't open, na yabis won't start. So those days, if you be somebody where they yab well or they do stand-up comedy in a basket mouth, now you be. So we had a situation in this country, in the early days, we had two people who were dragging that name.
Yes.
Yes.
Two of them were my friends.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes, you know about them.
Yes, I know.
Two of
about
them
that.
were my friends.
I don't know.
It was a celebrated issue.
Yes.
Please,
Yes,
I want to know
Yes.
more.
Yes. Now, one, nine first blow
Yes.
before the other person.
Yes.
But the person will get the name now, overtake him for blowing.
Yes.
Yes.
No, the main basket first blow
No.
with basket.
No.
Nah, the other
that's
guy.
Now the other guy first blow.
The other guy.
He even had a,
What's his name
he
now?
had a viral
He had a
Song.
viral song.
What's his name now?
They go, they do,
uh,
sir. They do, man.
Yes.
What's
No
his
brother.
name?
They go, do.
Yes. Yes. So today he goes by the name MC Miracle. And nobody knows it. Because he changed. I warned him, but he changed the name late. All right? So what happened? This story not real. You get. I'm sorry that I have to call the people involved like that. I didn't mean to, but there's no way I can do this one
Yeah,
without.
there's no way, of course.
But I don't mean any this thing. When the argument, because both of them were my very close friends. When it was happening, I knew the trajectory where the current basketball they go. He was on the up and up. You understand?
And it's still up and up.
And they go up and up. So I told my friend, where first don't use the name Blow, to back down and choose another name.
Hi.
If I had.
And he refused.
I mean,
You understand? Because for him, he already blow with the name to him. At the time, his song had gone viral. People knew him. You understand? So to now change this name now, so instead of changing it, he added MC to his own. MC Basket Mouth. I told him he will not cut it. Just look for something else. Because me and this young man, we dey close. And I see the things when in line up, how he want take modeling
Take over.
career. You understand? Because in the comedy industry, we are one small family.
Yes.
When I go make us look like, say, we get faction, we don't really get faction like that, but we dey interact one way or the other. So I told him to, but he is older, and to him, he was already going somewhere to now change name because of this younger person. It didn't make sense to him.
Right.
But I knew what I was seeing, So eventually, when he decided to change, because this guy don't already
Take over.
He don't go. He now decided to change to begin spread the name at an older age. Meanwhile, he had the momentum to
back in the-
sell that brand as at that time. Because his music was still going viral.
Yes.
So all he needed to do now, use that same platform that time, they push the name and people go know him with the name at that time. But he missed that window, So till today, he's still in the entertainment industry because he's a comedian and he's also a musician.
Yes.
And he's good at both.
Yes.
Now one of the first people who begin do
Music comedy.
and very good at what he does, but he moved to Abuja, moved to other things, and we stayed back in Lagos, and things happened.
Given how saturated the market is, and I mean you're Okey Bakassi, right? And you are that comedian that people can't forget. But again, there are lots of younger people growing and coming up. How do you maintain? How do you stay relevant? How do you maintain your voice?
Okay. So, we're talking about relevance now. So, I did say something about being intentional. Is there anything where they do? Work, relationship, whatever it is, be intentional. I tell people, sometimes they say they date somebody. I just date here because I never find a better person. My dear, while you're here, be intentional. Mine every knowledge that comes from here. Now here, now you there now. You dey shortchange yourself if you just dey wishy-washy about being here. You understand? Own your space. Own your space. All right? So, relevance. From day one, I was intentional about what I wanted to do. And like I said, my mantra was the pursuit of happiness. I wanted to be a happy man. And happy with my job, and happy with my source of livelihood, and happy with the income that I'm able to bring. All right? So I sat down and I had to come up with a model for myself. And I'm going to share here because I don't know who it will bless. Might come out my glass, might they see them well. You understand? I have to share my model, and I've said it before on a different show. So what did I do early stages of my career? Because I was a young man who was evolving, who didn't know where this thing would lead me. So because I had made a decision not to go for paid job, a 9-to-5 job, but to chase entertainment that I didn't know where it would lead, I told myself I'll put myself on a salary scale. So I asked some of my colleagues who had taken up jobs, like what kind of salary were they paying? Because I served at NIDB, which is now Bank of Industry. I used to be in the project resuscitation department then. It was a department in charge of bad debts. So I asked, like, for a graduate trainee, which is what you get when what was the salary scale? And at the time, I think it was about 20,000 naira. Yes. It was a lot of money. Yeah. So I put myself on 20,000 naira salary that I didn't know where it would come from. Yeah. So my target every month was to make 20,000 naira. Whether from acting, stand-up comedy, or whatever. Now, at that time, for those of us who were acting already, the money where they go pay you for like a minor role was like 5K. The major artists were getting like 20,000. Then if you be A-list, where Hago, where if you get like 50K. Yes. 50K like your mate. That time. You know how much will be moto? You understand? So my salary I fixed for myself that time was 20,000 naira. So what I would do is if I go for audition and I'm able to get a role, I haggle, that 5K will come. While I'm on that set, I'm asking them all these props we I need. How much are they willing to pay? That time, if you brought a good car for them to take acts, they were ready to pay like 5K for who go fit bring car. So I had some friends who get money. Where I go and as I be drive. So I go beg my friends, say, borrow me your car, we won't use and shoot film. So I go bring for production. They go pay me 5K. So if I bring 2 cars, now 10K.
Thank you.
Wow.
Plus my acting role of 5K.
15.
So I hold
happen.
15. Some days, I go bring house join. House can attract maybe 10 or 5K too. Depending on the caliber of house where you find. If you find gang house where they will put for film, if you get like 10K. So from that production, I feel see 20.
Wow.
Which is like a
Your
major
salary.
character.
Yes.
From all my side hustle. All I needed to do, now to trek first stack, go find those houses and those cars.
Try.
So I go slap the street, I go knock doors, I go worry people, I they spin owner of house like then they spin babe. Yeah? I get one house where I go for first time, the man carry pistol come and put am for my head. If I see you around here again, I'll blow your head. When I spin the man finish, he give me the house. The man gone there in hand and they spin her. Wow. I don't look in face. Because when I wear my copper t-shirt, because why are they wear my copper t-shirt? So that I go know I go school. I not be street urchin.
And you don't start finish that time?
No, I never start finish when I start. And from youth service, I begin act. You understand? So when I wear my copper t-shirt, go your gate, you stand. And in English, they take address you. Good afternoon, sir. I'm a youth copper. I'm serving in Lagos. I don't have a job right now. But if I can get this, I'll get paid. So, sir, if you're not going to give me your house, are you going to give me connection to get a job? Man, go do like this, they do. So I'm not here to beg you for money. All I'm saying is that this exterior of your house is beautiful. If it shows in a movie, I will get paid. And you don't have anything to lose. We're not going to put your name on it. Nobody knows it's your house if you want anonymity. However, if you want recognition, we can also give you credit on the movie. Man, go just there, they look me. Say, come in.
Chai.
Where are you from? I will talk. This young person where they this articulate, where they sell this thing to them. You go say, you outside the house, you're not coming inside. Yeah? I don't want my number showing. I say, sir, guaranteed, I'll block out this number. By the time I spin and finish, I go agree. Then, production day, I go tell them, say, I get exterior, I don't have interior. Good. Production day, I'll carry the crew come. Liz Benson was everybody's darling.
Yes.
So if Liz Benson, for example, did the movie, once we land, I don't beg her, I say, Mama, follow me, we'll go greet owners of the house. Once we knock, they open, the wife come, the whole family don't call Liz Benson. I can't call the wife aside, I say, Mama, I beg, we won't use your parlor.
Love it.
Mama, we won't use your parlor as Liz Benson house. You know, make go tell your husband, you go, honey, allow them now. Waiting there na parlor now, then go use her now. The husband go say, this boy. I'll tidy it. I'll make sure everything there, so nothing go spoil. He goes, okay, you people can use it. You people can use it. So while we are using it, this person go use this your car, drive out, drive in, like saying,
This one.
Wow.
Okay, no problem. People are not taking it as I said, no, just to drive in, they go open gate, you go drive, park. I don't get house, I don't get car, I don't get each of them 5,000. I'm on board with the.
Don't pay your
That was how I was
salary.
making money. I don't pay my salary.
Wow.
You understand? While every other person did, they look like catfish. You understand? This guy was making money. Yeah. So from there, I moved into costume. I knew some people who were selling clothes. I will go and I'll talk to them. There was one. Then Allen Avenue was the happening place. There was this woman, she would bring stuff from overseas. I go and spin the woman and say, look, all these clothes where they hang, I can be selling them to actresses. But you need to let me have them and use it and shoot movie. He said, but these are new clothes. If they use it, no, customer will not buy it. I say, leave that to me. When I bring it back, you can't tell. So they will release clothes to me. I go make sure, say all the tag, everything. As they finish for set, they go dry cleaner. When they dry cleaner, I reattach tag, I put back for nylon, I bring back. You go, they look the cloth like. He said they don't wear them. I say, yes. But if you go give discount, I will make sure, say the actress will wear and buy them. He goes, okay, like how much discount? You go give discount. I'll go back to who wear them. I say, before they release this film, if they rock this cloth or you like them. You go say, yes, I'll buy it. They go buy from me. So they make sales for them. And they collect. I had to think out of the box. True. I had to make money. I'm in Lagos, I don't get anybody. I was homeless. I needed to be able to rent my first one room. And from putting money together, I was able to get that first one room for Pangrove. Then one room, public toilet and bathroom. The first day I moved in, only carpet day floor. Now my jeans I roll up, take do pillow.
Wow.
But for the first night, I slept well in Lagos.
Wow.
You understand? And fast forward a few months later, I did my first production because these are all experiences. Exposed me to whole everything about movie making because I was involved. And I had built relationships to get everything. And I'm a storyteller. So I told my own first story, Final Decision.
Wow.
Yeah. And I got my colleagues to feature in it. And I got somebody to help me with funding. And I did my own first movie. And boom, my first million. You know? When they give me the check, I don't believe. I go bank as they catch. I say, they give me 50 man, I know whether I read. Wow. They withdraw 50, give me 50K.
Wow.
The biggest one bulk money where I don't hold for hand. I put them, money get spirit. The first time I hold 50K, he come be me like, say, no go do. You are this about my monthly income.
Yes.
2 months and a half.
I can't hit and drop. And then they jump us again. If I don't go anywhere in a taxi, they carry me go. If I reach where would they meet for the Beijing office, I say, Mama, put me in, they give everybody rice.
Wow.
Everybody they chop now. Because hunger day. Colleagues, okay, take. Take food. You chop food. How much now? How much be plate of food that time? You know, cost now. I go feed everybody where they said. My friends, when I chop food. Yeah.
Wow.
Then after my movie, as they pay me my balance, I bought my first car. Never change. Then a lot of things started happening. The beef, the hatred, everything. I'm not going to go into that.
You've already carried us.
Tell us for just 2 minutes. For just 2 minutes. Chronicle. Because I'm not gonna lie, give you a lot of people are going through that in the
industry. As soon as I made that first money, bought that first car, they sidelined me. Yeah, we can't pay you.
Wow.
That was the story. And the first time I heard it, I said, but you can pay RMD. How come you can't pay me? My fee has not changed. You be big boy now. You don't buy car now. Because me now, you know, as young boy now, I did have my one room when I buy now 505 be my first car. I not buy Benz. Because see, my 505 at the time and Tokumbo Benz not the same price. But I bought 505 because that time Now 419 people, they use flat boot Benz.
Okay.
And police too, they stop them.
Okay.
So I don't want me they see me as 419 person.
Okay.
So and the civil servants they use
Peugeot.
So I buy Peugeot with AC. That I know be every car they carry AC.
Clean.
I buy Peugeot with AC and sound system.
Clean.
Is it like
Clean.
sound system?
Clean.
And they call out the name of that time so that you can understand where I'm coming from.
You know why I
That's
asked?
why when they tell you say motor get sound system, no be saying that small radio way they follow come. That means you get equalizer. You go attach equalizer for the side. The equalizer then they build and join.
Hey, God, I beg. Can't
I tell you
relate.
where we are coming from.
So
you know?
they can't begin beef you.
Yes.
What's it come be the resultant effect of the beef?
No, so now what happened was that some of the people who will give me rules can't they feel one kind because my car sharp, the boy young, you know, like you know, small confidence. There's you know, now when you get money, you know say girls go know you. You know, girls can't know me. You know what I'm saying? We don't know me before. The first day when I know say girls don't know me, it shocked me.
Wow.
You know, it shocked me. Now for my street, you know, get some fine girls when they my street that time way. As I they trek past, that's what they trek past. Nobody they even send me. So by the time I drive into our street 2 times, they call me brother. Okay, okay. I'm now a brother. Man.
Okay, it's okay.
Wow.
But moving on with
Yeah.
the beef, how did it give you setback? And did it, how were you able to manage the setback? Did that propel you?
So yeah, it did propel me. So my reaction was when I thought it initially looked like a joke because they talk and they laugh, you know. But the reality I'm seeing is that I'm not getting those roles. You understand? And I'm not getting those opportunities
to recruit, get those money.
to get that kind, you know, the things where I was ready to see run the things where they run before, you know, but the opportunities were no longer coming like that. So that was what forced me into stand-up comedy.
Wow.
Oh.
Yes. So I realized that, okay, so if this one no go come, I have to make money.
Igbo man.
You understand? I have to still make this money. You get? And I remember saying university, now skits. This when they say skit maker, we don't make skits so. Now just say we no record them. I started with skit making on campus. But they were all live skits. Yes, they were not recorded. Where the device now? Phone no day now.
Yes.
What year was this?
There was we are talking about like 1991, you know, 89.
I never married my mama.
You know, so we were making skits. My skit partner then, Honorable Asita, he ran as deputy governor for Rivers State. He went to the House of Representatives. He used to be my skit partner then. He was studying law, I was studying engineering. But now we hold campus show on lockdown then.
Wow.
You know, creating all the craziness and madness. You know, we're also members of the theater colleagues, the drama group. You know, so doing stuff. So when this one block, I can't say, person get am for body solo performance. You know, so if team one will be movie making no work, make person reactivate solo. Way back then, Jazzville was a place that you would go to. There was a Jazzville at Onike Yaba, you know, which was like the celebrity lounge of that time. All these VI and Lekki no dey. All these Lekki, all this you know dey. The happening place used to be Ikeja.
Yeah.
You understand? Then Jazzville opened at Onike near Unilag. It became the happening place. Then from Ikeja, Ogba and all those axes, activity can't come towards Planet One for Maryland.
Yes.
Then things can't shift, come VI. You understand? VI before the Lekki and all these places begin spring out. Just giving you the map of how things move. But then it was Jazzville was the place. If you needed to meet anybody who was anybody in entertainment industry, you go to Jazzville on Friday nights. That is where you will meet them. Because there were no phones. So if you needed to connect with people, you physically go there and you meet them now. Pager. So you go get their pager contacts and all that, you know. So, you know, go Jazzville that time, spoke with Majek, said they run this thing. Or before Majek go let you hold the microphone for Jazzville. Those days, Sharp Band used to be the band. Most of their members have gone overseas. Now, members of Sharp Band that time, some of them, they chop celebrity A-list girls now. Because when those girls pound guitar that time, yeah. You will be very good. They look there like, oh God. You know the guys oh my God. Those are the celebrity guys that time. Apart from some of the known musicians, you know. So any musician will be anybody, they come Jazzville. You know? Daddy Shoki go tell you in story when they bounce him for Jazzville when he no be anybody. The first day when he don't become person, when he perform at Jazzville, I was there that night. He almost cried. Say this place, they bounce him for this place. Now then they beg him to perform for this place.
Wow.
You understand? That's so that's not the place where it they happen. Before they allow you into Jazzville, you go be somebody.
Wow.
You know. So I went to Jazzville, Majek let me use their stage. I run and place catch fire there. This boy from Port Harcourt where they run things. So contacts started coming for events, MC. And those days we were the ones begging people to showcase us.
Hey, imagine.
Not now we comedy, don't they include comedy for program. No. The corporate people don't know the place of comedy in their own thing. So when you see get friends with the corporate business and they do events and you say, yeah, when wanna put me for program now, they will say, what will you be doing? It's a corporate event. It's a bank event. It's a event. It's a corporate event. We are comedy. We are serious people. He said, no, we they run things on entertainment. You go market yourself. So you're telling him to just give you a chance, not be paid. It's okay. If he like you, in the confident, in don't see as you sell yourself. See, say you articulate, you go school like him. He goes, okay, I'm in the planning committee. What I will do is I'll give you 5 minutes. 5 minutes. If you impress our crowd, then maybe I'll add some minutes. But if you, at any point we are not feeling you, I will have to call you out. You know? And if you're very good, we'll find you something. So you're not even, not be about pay now, like, just try me. You know? So some go invite you, you go there, you finish work. They go tell you, say, that was really nice. That was really nice. Management don't approve 5K for you. Management don't approve 10K for you. You know, your transport don't they covered. Or sometimes people go they motivated, they go spray you. You know? So by the time you do it for a few companies, now they come by themselves. You go now, they tell them what you go charge. Yeah. So we take begin put fee for the matter. You know, put fee for
Meanwhile, all this time, film been done day back. The beef
no,
where they
film,
see
I
the
don't
beef
leave
you.
film. So as soon as I gained momentum for that one, I don't even send film for a long time. Because now they where my money can't be. Because this one now, I know the thing about events is you show performance maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes.
You collect your
They're
money.
paying you waiting, they go pay you for production where you go there 2 days, 2 weeks, I mean.
Wow.
2 weeks. Because those days they are one camera they take the shoot.
Very
Production where you go there
stressful.
2 weeks. They go give you for how many? And when they go, they will give you hamper. Where you go
Thanks
take
for
put
coming.
things for room. Maybe cup go there, you go buy a cup. You know, for bachelor, when see they look for property now. You know, this is where they give. Now property now. You don't equip house. You know, so things were coming. So and I get car now. I get my own house. So if I dress well, I go there. I
Deck
do okay.
well.
Production, they use small plate. They serve you food like juju. You know, so by the time they consolidate for here, my coming back into the
Movies.
movie space again. Now, like, okay, I want to go produce. I want to, you know, I now I can negotiate better. I they come packaged. I do okay. You understand? I do okay. And when I already don't see as I be the act.
What's it gonna be the first move where you do after you come back?
I can't even remember. You know, I did the story about movies, forget. I would not want to go into a whole lot of things will be open in that direction. Don't even leave them, you know. But yeah. So I kept now fluctuating between this and that. I'm talking about relevance and longevity. How did it happen?
Yes.
So I never allowed myself,
Stay put at home.
you know, be pigeonholed in one place. Yeah. So that way I'm indispensable. If you block me for this side, from here, they see chop. So even till today, currently, I operate based on the season. This season where we now an event season. You can't get me to come and act movie now. I won't agree. Because it's going to tie me down for weeks. And I'll miss out events. So this period now are events, strictly. Then when we reach the drought period of events, then we can do your movie then.
Right.
You mentioned happiness.
Yeah.
How happiness
Yeah.
is your
Ultimate goal.
ultimate goal. What role does family have to play in
Oh.
your craft and making you, because you need to be happy from home.
Family
to go
is everything.
Not just a family, in every sphere in
every sphere.
entertainment.
Family. I don't know about anybody. For this man where they here, family has been my propelling force. Okay, so let me rewind again and go to the beginning.
Yes.
So, as a bachelor, I knew that I wanted to marry early. I wanted to marry early. Some people in entertainment feel that if you marry, it affects your career. Yeah? Especially the musicians. They feel if you marry, you lose your fan base. If you be guy, you marry now, most of the girls no go they gush at you. Or if you be woman, you marry now, most of the guys no go they gush at you. So they want to stay single. And then relationship, they drag you anytime where you want just jump, travel, you go remember wife, remember children. It be like load for you. That's some of the mindset of artists. My own are the opposite. Me, my family be my propelling force.
Wow.
I wanted to marry early because I want to train these children when they young. Now I get the energy because in my head as a young man when I graduated, I was keying into all the methods of making money. Hard work is one. That is the one where people where they dig grave, they dig gutter, they use. You don't need education. All you need is raw muscle. The one where they take carry sand, go up for building site. Na hard work. Brain. The one where they process many things. That one day, I get them. So I get the muscle, I get the brain to take process. I get the certificate, the one where they take inter-office, go find job.
Yes.
You understand? So, because I get these 3 qualities where I fit take chop, I need to maximize them when I dey young. Because age can easily affect some of them.
Anytime.
If I dilly-dally, I old, the man physical strength own go fail me to take provide. If I delay too much, you get where you go reach, you bring certificate, they say you're old for requirement. You understand? Then the brain power, if you know they even improve them, if you go do obsolete.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
True.
So for me, I want to hit the ground running. All I was looking for is a partner who will cue into my dream. I was just looking for a girl where, babe, I go to hustle. Every month, I go to bring this my 20K where I don't earmark for myself. By the way, that salary where I put, what I was doing is as people where they employ review, I review. Once I hear say my guys, they don't increase their salary to this salary, I go increase my target. So what it did for me is that every month, na 20 I find. If I get 20, I live within that 20,000. Any extra, they roll them over to the next month. So some months I dey lucky, I make my 3 months salary in advance. You go day bank. So any month, I know say next month I must make money.
Yes.
You understand? So once I have my salary saved, any extra will come, na be the dorime. I know they touch my next month's salary.
Oh, wow.
I they do my own dorime from extra we issue. So I don't want day broke. I nearly sleep under Duffy Bridge when I came to Lagos. So I tasted poverty. So I didn't want, as a copper, I suffered. I squat. Yeah? From K2 to Agege, from Agege to Amuodofi, from Amuodofi to Maryland. I squat. So by the time I managed to get my first 1 room, I don't want to go back to that. So I need to go make me liar resist them. And I don't want jump, climb tree. I want climb and small. So if hand pay me, I feel rest for road. I don't know whether you they get that. That is why my happiness now they prioritize. I one day happy at any stage. See where I did now. Are they happy?
Right.
Okey Bakassi may not be too flashy, may not be in your face, it may not be anywhere, but I dey okay. Yeah? Make God they solve my problem without stressing Nedu or anybody. I'm fine. You know they get that? I don't need to follow and pop the same number of champagne for club. But I can pay my bill. That's my target. So I they do my thing, they go. They move at my steady pace. And for me, that was it. I just, as people review their own, I review my own salary.
So what's it come be the thing? You said your own was the reverse of choosing.
Yes.
Your own
so family, yeah.
Family,
so going back to the family.
Going back to the family.
On family, I wanted to marry early, and I just wanted a girl who can key into my dream. So what I needed is that I'm in the hustle business. Entertainment is hustle.
True.
Today you go come plenty, tomorrow you know go come. You know, every career must hit peak. You go plateau or you go come down.
Yes.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yes.
And sometimes they know when you peak.
Yes.
Sometimes they know. That is why most celebrities can't cope with when their cough
Yes.
begin come down. So you must mentally prepare that you see this rise and rise and rise and rise. You get where you go reach, if you go past like that. Because like Igbo say, what I told you, cheribia.
Yeah.
You understand? So when you don't go, that's if man grow finish, you go wait for the other
him
men.
meet.
Then they grow come. You get? So when you grow, reach that peak, your prayer now make you no quick start the downward curve.
Nosedive.
May you plateau first. So as you don't reach peak, may you just dey cruise small for that altitude small before your landing will come.
Yes.
Because landing will come. Yeah, I've seen it happen to so many people. I tell some of our musician brothers when I see them backstage, when they live recklessly, they carry crowd, they do all these things. Ego peak. Reason and well, but they are lucky now. They have too much money to invest and plan. So they are in a different era. They are good. I hope they are planning. Because money go always the change.
Yes,
So
sir.
what the role family played, like I said, if I found someone who cued into my vision, a girl where they walk, where they walk.
Where they walk,
I dey
Calm down.
Why are you shouting?
I dey intentional. I know they deceive myself.
Oriako, not
I was
Oriako.
looking for
Odoziako.
a young woman for a young man like myself. We get
Right.
everything in they do. I don't need her money. Her money na for herself. So that if I go production, they no pay or they no pay early. She go fit still buy her cream. She go fit still do her hair. And she go fit still do small soup. Chop. No be me, or then go give me food for location. I no want keep person daughter for house, may they starve. If I no bring in, no go chop. So sister, as you dey work, your total money is for you. Till tomorrow, I don't know how much my wife they earn. I no want to know. She does what she has to do in the family. My own, now go get. Yeah? But knowing that she's also doing something is a backup for me.
Back up.
That my children will eat even if I'm not home. You understand what I'm saying? So that was what I was looking at. Unfortunately, I already had my girlfriend of that time, we lost contact. So I dey try whether other people go agree. Some they no key into division because I never pick, I never blow. Some they look you one even tell me say, if you agree for me now, so if I no crack joke, we no cook soup.
That was the famous.
Yeah. Babe tell me. Yeah, he tell me that. Say yeah. So if you agree for me now, we'll come marry now. So any day when no crack joke, we no cook soup. That thing make
Was
me
she
think.
serious?
sha.
Was she
No.
serious?
She just talk out like joke, but it got me thinking. Yeah, it got me thinking. I got home and I started thinking. And I said, wow. I have to get to a point where Madam go fit still cook soup if I know.
You know, crack joke.
They can't reinforce that fine person will get work. So that you no go wait for my jokes to cook soup. So I can't go change my priority of where I go marry. So people like her no can do the list. Yeah? Because she was a fine girl within my industry.
Okay.
Yeah? So I just decided at that point I don't need anybody for my industry.
And how long did it take you to find?
You understand?
How long did it take you to find?
Don't be saying them bad though. But because if I no crack joke and she no action, we go hungry.
Yes.
You understand? So I say, okay, when I don't come up for list, my find who they do another thing. So as they bring from here, they bring from here, we'll go manage. So when I don't search, be like say, somehow my part and my former girlfriend come cross. I can't say you don't marry, say never marry. He say you call you don't marry. Never marry. So, we never marry. Okay, as we never marry now, like, you don't view. You understand? More run on now. She can say, okay, she go think about it. You know, the women go last time say, think about it. Let me think about it. I say, think and quick. We'll see whether we go feel run up. So, cut story short now, he agree. Now we'll say, okay, we'll begin run on now. So that time I did one boys quarter for first stack. She did Canada. They work then.
Wait, which of the Canada?
This Canada.
Nine she day.
Yes.
You day boys quarter.
I did one boys quarter for first stack. They run these things.
Where on a meet?
No, we met when I was in school in Port
Former
Harcourt.
girlfriend,
Okay,
where they
okay,
reconnect.
Former girlfriend now.
Okay.
Now university career and go abroad. Now.
Okay.
I university now career and go abroad. Now so we take Miss Road now.
Okay.
So now we don't graduate. Everybody don't they do their hustle. At the hustle film, she said they work there. So when I come tell her say my mind they there, she can say we can ask me do small interview. We do each other interview. Because okay, saying go give him a shot, saying go come first, come check ground. So he come now, carry and go show that boys quarter where they stay for
manage.
first act now. The guy surprised me. Oh, say okay, nah, no problem now. So because I felt book hotel for him when he fell land, may we stay hotel, may no see me finish that first day. You understand? I can't say why we no go house. I say in a long journey you just come. We finish house now, what I know they run light, no they all these things just man not too stress you day. I said no, I said tomorrow we'll go house. So tomorrow when we come reach house, you can say now here we for dinner.
Child.
Wow.
So what we did no be just bed. And bed day here now.
Aye.
But no be here me at the day. I say na here why they there. If I feed there, why you no go feed there? Because me at the fear at that time when Papa get family get money, my family no really get to. You understand? I don't want suffer rich man. You understand? But I still saying go fit manage here. I said okay now. You know? I said begin run. So all the running around while they run, all the cloth while I soak since I never get chance from location, pick up from airport and all those things. Before I wake up from morning, don't wash all the boxers. I said I brought girls they wash boxers for man. Now wow, see this girl. I brought girls they wash boxers for man. Now wow, this girl. You just they drum and move on to the near.
Continue.
I just know say we don't marry with this so.
Child.
But how?
Yeah. You know?
Because I really want to know.
Yes.
The question me I want to ask is, somebody left Canada to come and wash cloth in a BQ. First of all, First of all, isn't the top looking at me like that? First of all, no girl, Baba, no girl, no, let me not say no girl.
Exactly.
Let me not
Don't
say forgive
generalize.
me. Most girls these days,
Yeah.
I'm going to come to the question, but most girls these days, when they are coming to see you, is either you book an apartheid for them or you put them in a luxury 5-star hotel. How many, I'm not saying they're not deal, then deal, but how many girls right now go see boy where they BQ, follow you, go BQ, can't tell you, say, it's your place is even better. Do you think we still have, man, keep your hand, we're not talking about you. Do you still think we have such girls now?
Okay. I will answer this way. I will surprise you.
Okay.
Please.
So we men. Yeah?
Women.
We are guilty. We're also guilty of the kind of women our women have become. We are also guilty of the kind of women that they have become. Because unknown to us in this part of the world, we have conditioned women to believe that once they are beautiful, they will get anything. It's common to see a fine girl. You say, oh, fine girl, why you dey trek? You don't deserve to trek. Intermoto. Intermoto drop you. Fine girl like you don't supposed to trek. You know? Fine girl like you, somebody supposed to carry you, take ride, book ride. Who make you the trek like this? Okada, stop that girl. Why you fine girl there, Okada? Enter this car. Just because you won't chase them. So every day with a drum and enter fine girls' ear, you're not supposed to suffer, you're not supposed to walk, you're supposed to be pampered, you're supposed to be given this. Fine girl now don't assume, say, okay.
This is modus operandi.
Since you people say I shouldn't walk, ain't walking. Yeah? Bring it. Now we are complaining that fine girls are too entitled. Now we condition them. We follow get blame for that thing. But back to your question. There are girls like that till tomorrow, and they know they finish. Because there are women who know what they want in life. But the problem is that we are living in a time where everybody, men and women, they follow trend. Everybody is following the same pattern of behavior without knowing where it's leading. And you see, when people are too superficial, too artificial, deep thinking now is a rare commodity. So the people who are abnormal now are people who dare to think deep or act in ways that don't follow trend. Nobody's looking at their side anymore. We are all following the razzmatazz of social media. So everybody is living to impress one social media image that has been created by one person on social media. We are living in an era of virtual reality. So nobody wants to live in the real world again. People don't fry their brain. You understand? So those people are there. But you need native intelligence to decode. Because the code that they are writing is not the code of social media. Yes. So deep will attract deep. So if you are a man, are you deep enough to understand a girl who is deep? That's the problem now. So because some of us who are analog people, we are still seeing the good girls. But the guys who are their age mates are not seeing them. Because the code, the signals that these girls are emitting, these guys lack the skill to decode it. Yeah? So, you meet a girl today who is genuine, who is authentic. The first question you're worried about is that, why they post for Instagram? Why are you not posting? You find like this, they hide yourself. You have to be out there. How people go to see you? She wants to maintain a bit of privacy, but you want her to be public. The ones where they're public, you're complaining that they are too public. And that they are not genuine. This is genuine here, but you want to make her public for her to meet your requirement. So the problem I have with guys today, and when I speak with some of them, I talk to them frankly. I said, look, there's a reason that the man is the bridegroom and the wife is the bride. Now, by its simplest definition, one of these two people need grooming. And that's the bride. You understand? The man is the bridegroom, the woman is the bride. Now, it takes a good bridegroom to turn a bride into a wife. So if you lack the skill set to turn a bride into a wife, blame yourself. Don't blame the bride. You understand? She didn't come complete.
Right.
She didn't come as a wife. She came as a bride. It was your responsibility to turn her into a wife, and you failed. Now, if you say, she cannot be turned, some of them now, you don't fit turn them. You don't have the skill set, or you have poor judgment, because you should have known before you chose her that she was ungroomable.
Right.
So take responsibility. You made bad choices. You saw somebody that should be left on the street, you brought her home. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the case here. So when you go choosing, look well. Marry who you go fee groom, and who go allow them groom them. Yeah? Don't come out and complain later. You know they agree, they hear what, it's too stubborn. You see them now. You know see them. Because a lot of people are every day they are collecting girls beyond their intellect. She fine. If you see the girl, this girl, when you enter here, you go. Do you have the skill set to marry that kind of girl? Fine girl, get the kind of man where they feel marry him. Not be for everybody.
True.
Everybody they buy Lamborghini.
No.
You go fit drive him. You understand what I'm saying? Tell yourself the truth. Not be because you get one small money where they pay into your account, you go put your hand where you no reach. Tomorrow you go come they struggle. They go come they blame everybody. Blame the girl. No, you sold something to the girl when you see come. Now you don't come, the thing no day again. You say, man, no go. You sold a mirage. You understand what I'm saying? I don't sell my wife mirage. He come, he see my boss quarter. You see as they leave. She knew what she was going to key into. So she had time to adjust her mind. We never married then. Our traditional was almost like 1 year before our white wedding.
Wow.
You understand? So anybody had time to go think whether, you go the next step or no. You understand? You see him. You like that, you want her like that. Then you can't complain. Even for the women, you see say this guy na fake. But you are liking his faking. Because now this in fake life, now I mean take the inter club every evening with you and your friends. They pop champagne on top of money when in borrow. You are liking it. Because, I mean, all these outings are giving you enough Instagram pictures and things to post. But you are knowing that it's not sustainable. Because you don't see the trajectory of his wealth, that he cannot sustain it. But you like the now of it. Tomorrow will take care of itself. Pata I leave him. That's your game plan. Yeah? Then when you know they meet up again, you begin blame him. You know, so we are all, there's some sort of conspiracy of deceit, you know, that is ongoing. And it's been perpetuated by the social media era and the alternate reality that people are living. That people now is a taboo for them to imagine that they can be real. For some people now, to be real scares them. You understand? If you show them your real self now, they can freak out.
Wow.
Yeah? So everybody is deceiving everybody. But are you looking for people who are really a fool? They don't want to deceive anybody. Meet me the way I am. But do you have the skill set? Do you have the capacity to meet them like that? That's why they are. If you go your village now, a lot of people when no get phone, they marry every day now.
Oh, yeah.
Go your village now. People when no get phone, they marry every day. They born children. They go farm with their wife and their children. Till today, when me and you, they know they're on Instagram. They're living the real life now. The people where they live this fake life, they're in the minority. Do you know that? Calculate the population of Nigeria, calculate the population where get phone. You go see that fake life people are still in the minority. So the real people are still much there now. But now you choose to live fake life now, so live it.
Well, you said the problem you have with men.
Yeah.
Now, what are the problem you have with women?
The problem I have with women.
Yes.
So the problem I have with women is, you know, women, they don't even know what they want. And they don't realize they don't know what they want. And I'll give you, look, yes, yeah. I'll give you, see, the days when man now Korobia. Yeah? Because I have made it my personal life hobby to study women. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I've made it my personal life hobby to study women. They are the most interesting subject matter. Yeah?
Yeah.
Why do I want to study women? I have a wife. I have 2 daughters. I have sisters. I'm constantly surrounded by women. I need to understand their mindset. I need to understand how they are reasoning. I need to understand how they are operating to be able to relate well with them.
Yes.
So I pay attention. I read materials. I research. I try to understand. You understand? Women, now one species where through a full 1 month, they go through different stages of hormonal change. And each of them comes with mood swings. So the woman where you know when you do ovulation is not the woman where you know when you do period. Sure. Like the same girl, but not different personality.
Yep.
You understand? And she not announce these periods to you. You just wake up, anyone where you meet, that's who she is. That's maybe 1 or 2 days. As you meet. So you are adjusting to the her that you're seeing every day. Yeah? My wife, I don't want to make her the subject of this conversation. But there are mornings where she feel just wake up with quarrel. And even she don't know why she dey quarrel with me. Me, I don't know why she dey quarrel with me. I know say she quarrel, they be like it won't happen. You understand? Now, because I have studied women vastly, when she start, I go just quiet. Because even this storm go end. Because for my head, I don't calculate. I never really do anything this morning. I just dey wake. You understand? I never really commit.
The only crime was to wake up.
The only thing I don't do this morning is to wake up. You understand? And I wake up, maybe I dey waka around, I don't really dey do anything. And she's doing a lot.
You're not breathing loud.
You understand? So the problem is that I'm running late for work. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You're not even helping. At least you should have, even if it's just to put water for me in my this thing, you should have done. I said, but you for just say, put water for your water bottle.
Can't you see?
You understand? But at least you know my routine. I said, okay, no problem. I'll put water. Is there any other thing I need to do? So when they don't try and engage me for that quarrel, I don't really fall for any one of them. You understand? They will still go work. By the time they come back, that mood don't change. You go, you come back, she's the nicest person. You understand? You don't call me some kind of pet names and everything. Because I don't even know how you're so patient with me. Then I go and say, but that money where they quarrel. What I really do? Say, I leave that one. You don't pass.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Yes. So, if I'm not intentional about trying to understand these dynamics, we go catch fire for that money first.
Yes.
If everybody come out. And guess what? You see, when you enter unnecessary argument, waiting start argument, no, they end them. When I start argument with why you keep your shoe for this place, when I go end them with your mama no like me. Now why marriage argument no good? You understand? Then by the time when I not enter the road, don't bring my mother into it. Don't bring my mother. I know you don't like her, but don't bring her into. Then you go on and say, how we take
From shoe.
how we take from shoe reach mama? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if you're not intentional, you see how when they come, you extinguish them.
Yes.
No engage. Just extinguish them. Because sometimes if you just be cramps, and somebody is just angry because they go through cramps and you're not going through it and you're excited, what are you laughing for? What is funny this morning now that you're laughing, your teeth there aside? You understand? A person day in pain, you're laughing. You understand what I'm saying? It's that simple. So you have to be intentional to understand women. So back to what I was saying. I find from speaking with women that if you ask a woman, what do you want in a man? This experiment where I tell you, go run and later. If you ask a woman, what do you want in a man? She's likely to quickly tell you 10 things she don't want in a man.
Yes.
Before she think 2.
Yes.
Wait, if you ask her, what do you like?
She rather tells you what she doesn't want.
Positive. The answer will be negative.
Yes.
The question is, what do you want in your kind of man? She go realize the kind of man which she not like. And you're still waiting for the one way you like. Then she starts to process the one way she really like. It has to be this. So, they know what they don't want. And they hope that by some magical reasons you should know. They don't want those things.
No be juju be that.
Yeah. So I want to tell you where the problem they feel come. So they have an idea, all the things where they know want. And you should know. If you know me well, you should know what I don't like.
Yeah.
You don't hear that statement before it's familiar.
Yeah.
If you know me well, you should know by now the things I don't like. Yeah. Even when you're not told. You understand? Good. What of the things you like? You know me, you should know. Meanwhile, the person don't even know. You understand what I'm saying? You see, not say this people complex. Yeah? Then, if we begin go into what do you really want? Good. What do you want on Monday if you know what you want on Tuesday?
Baby, I'm craving.
Yeah? Because the craving of Monday, which you did not satisfy, you can't go buy them on Tuesday. No, that's not the craving of Tuesday. That Monday, I say, may you buy suya. You they come back from work on Monday, you bring suya when ice cream, I want lick. The worst now when you get belly.
Oh my God.
It's a different region. You don't want to be there. My wife first pregnancy, I was mad. Thank God, may God rest my father-in-law. Now he call me, come one corner, sit me down. Come give me my first tutorial for marriage. You understand? So when I get friends, when they want mad, they call me. I share the tutorial with them. Their blood calm down. Their blood calm down. Because hormones, they run over time. A woman is going through baby kicking, internal heat, all manner of ways of feeling, and your life is normal. And you think she will be happy with you. You're spraying perfume and looking nice and wanting to go outside, not knowing that perfume won't make her vomit. And you say, baby, but this is not the same perfume where you buy for me where I like. Must you spray it now? You don't know I won't throw up. Or you might throw up. Okay, let me die so that you so that I can marry another wife.
Wow.
And nobody told you that you cannot be spraying perfume at this time. Nobody told you. You don't have that manual.
Interesting.
You have to be intentional. You understand? So I like them. So I like to learn. I study. I try and observe. You know, might shock you with my greatest finding now.
Go
a lot
ahead.
of women no go agree. Yeah? But I must say this here because I guess this is the show to say it.
Yes.
We are ready.
You're most likely, a girl is most likely to sleep with person where put them in the mood more than the person where love them.
That's not true.
and I'll prove it to you.
Okay.
I'll give you my findings.
Okay.
You see if you dey chase babe, find out wetin go put am in the mood, wetin her emotions want now. When you meet am now, capitalize on that time now, you go get what you want. You see, you dey try, I want to get her to a point where she really knows me and we are in love.
Crazy.
You go love you. When I go do that journey, he go even tell you to wait, let me figure you out. I know you love me. I think I'm beginning to love you as well, but give it time. Don't rush me. You know the language, right? I don't want to be rushed. Yeah, I don't want to be rushed. You know, men, you know you guys, once you get what you want now, yeah, different ball game. So don't rush me. I'll get there. Let's take it easy. Yeah? That's when you define love. Good. If you want to sleep with them, pay attention to waiting in the talk. If the thing where the uppermost for her agenda this year now to travel go Dubai, this is your opening. Forget about her love. Cue into that. That person supposed to just go that Dubai, even if I just 3 weeks away, spend, relax, money and exchange rate and all this is you cue into it, save up for Dubai, save up for that trip. Babe, I just think say, no travel, like where you go, like go, Dubai. Okay, we'll go Dubai then. Just spend like 3 days there. What do you think? Like when you get time. Yeah, bro, you go knock for Dubai. You go knock for Dubai. You go knock. And maybe while there, she may just fall in love.
Now they not go activate the love
She
now.
just fall in love. But you see all this send lunch, send flower for inside Lagos and all these things.
Wait, but you guys are not generalizing this, right? It's just some women. Because if you go to a woman that
So you know, are you saying you know
I won't. It will work for me.
So, okay.
Because they brought me up.
So hold on.
Yeah.
Woman will get money now, no get waiting in like.
What's funny?
So hold on. Woman will get money.
Yeah.
No get waiting in like.
No, of course there is, but you can't use money to lure somebody.
I just
that
gave you
was
one example.
The example.
So the fact that I made this one a holiday trip does not mean. What
He
did
said
I say?
key into what she likes.
He must not be holiday
Yeah,
trip.
but
Whatever
what
she
if
likes.
It must not
there are
be a
some
holiday
women?
trip.
There are some women. Okay, they like that, yeah, but
Yes.
you can't still get them through holiday trip. It has to be
No,
more.
it's not holiday trip. It's not holiday trip.
That is,
Yeah, no,
If
that's
she
not
likes-
what
if
you
she
say.
that
likes-
is one
or
of
if she
so many
likes-
things.
Yeah.
That is one of so. Okay, you as you did like this, what do you like?
Me, I like money.
They will
like
give you
money.
money.
You don't carry me come
Hey,
back
but
to the
that
place
money
where
will
we
make.
just-
Okay, I think you are not getting
Yes.
my point. The way you made it seem,
Yes,
right?
yes.
That if you get it, you definitely sleep
I
with
said
her.
what I said to explain it again is instead of wasting too much time on all this long process, put more emphasis on setting the right mood, creating the right atmosphere that suits her emotion. Yes.
Okay, and that
Yes.
will make her
Align
agree.
with her emotions.
Okay.
You're likely to succeed.
Oh, okay.
And her emotion will be so many different things.
Oh, okay.
It may just be to declutter her life. She may be in a stage of her life where she's clueless. She has all these too many projects that she's working and she does not seem to be able to figure it all out. And you are gifted with trying to arrange and program people. And you say, babe, what's the problem? I'm trying to set up my shop. I'm trying to do this. It's all over the map. I'm going to say, babe, leave it to me. Tomorrow you show up with a working plan and the team to activate it. Yeah?
That's it.
As soon as you put them in place, you see all those things, they work. If you like, you feel like I'm for sight that day. If you help you hold one desk.
That's the problem. But okay,
So
let's
which means
move on.
emotions are facts for women are two different things.
Let me tell you, when you position, do I say facts and emotion?
Or
woman-
logic.
Woman go tilt towards emotion first before that logic. Because there's some sort of gain, gratification that comes from fulfilling what the emotion wants as at that time.
I agree.
So which means
it's like drug.
men must not strive
So
to
what-
making them understand.
No, what a man needs to do is to pay attention to a woman.
Needs.
Attention. Be paying attention. Because it's when you pay attention, you're keying into all these things that are happening. As you dey pay attention, you see say now this one, now in the press and now in the press and now in the press and now. That's what they call mumu button now. When you pay attention, Pia, you go just okay, that's the mumu button now. Hey, you press on. Oh, Wale.
And mumu button
National can ask you, what are you doing tomorrow?
And mumu button they different from this.
They change. Mumu button will change.
So, like I said, let me
Our mumu button constant.
No, our own mumu button.
Our mumu button constant.
It is constant.
We know what we want.
We know what we want at any point in time.
But their own they change.
As long as no one about money.
Yes.
Now,
And you know, get one motor now. Now motor na in they do am. As you they buy the motor, they align. Oh. If you allow time, yeah, that motor when you come back, you go ask you say that because you buy motor.
But now because you buy motor.
Now because you buy motor, now come take your key. Which kind of motor be that? So now in the moment, as you they cook, what you they cook. Everything has to be aligned.
Which means if you buy, if na motor the hungry her now,
yes, sir.
You buy motor for her now.
Yes, sir.
Nothing say the glory and the euphoria of that motor feel last for more than 1 week.
If he die by after 1 week or 2 days, or the euphoria of motor, because motor done day already now. Attention don't shift to who go the fuel on. And maybe the person will buy fuel and I go come chop your dividend.
But I also think that
go chop your dividend.
I also think that all these things have to do with you also having a clue that the person has a little attraction towards you before you now follow up with all these things. Because if I'm not attracted to you in the first instance, I'm not even listening to you to start being available, and I'm not even telling you my problems.
Ask you an important question: what do women get attracted to?
What do women get attracted?
Yes, in a man
like me now. First of all, before me and you go begin the talk first, you have to be chocolate.
Okay.
I like that, guys.
Okay.
So that's like the attraction now.
Okay.
So I'm more comfortable with you now to start talking.
So a successful,
Then when you
a successful young man, with they light skinned, you don't go pay him attention.
I'm going to meet you first,
from
right?
Equatorial Guinea.
No, I'm going to meet you first, and there's going to be an attraction. when you are successful, you are not hanging. I'm successful on your head.
There are some people you will know.
When you see success, you know.
You will know.
When you see success.
So there are no successful dark men. Successful dark men don't finish.
Hold on. A simple question I ask you now. You say what they do you in a chocolate. Yes, that's your spec. But what I'm saying is that this guy is light-skinned, educated, handsome. When you come in, you say, oh my goodness, this guy is exuding class and confidence. All right. You know, pay him attention?
What I'm saying
because you adjust your spec. A little bit.
No.
It may not be totally.
No.
Babe, let's be honest.
No, I'm being honest to you. What I'm saying is, there are also
dark guys.
There are also dark guys.
I know now.
That are
you know go wait for that guy. But that guy never did now. See the one wait day now.
You don't know whether that guys and fair guys they
No, we are talking hypothetically now. You understand?
You see what I don't understand.
But I'm just saying attraction. If I'm not attracted to you, the things that you're coming with.
But you see, the point
might
is
not
that,
really make
let me tell
sense
you, my
to
sister, sorry, I know, with due respect to you, and I respect women a lot. I love them, I respect them. With due respect to you. You see, when it comes to attraction, women know they know finish waiting to attract.
They know. They know
they know finish.
You guys are more attracted to what you feel.
I can tell you that for free. They know finish. You understand? I have seen people who are only into dark guys, married guys with the light skin. Because age and time happens to women.
It's condition that caused that one now. It's condition that caused that one.
But attraction we they talk.
Now I've also seen people who are married to the light skin that came around because they wanted to marry because husband was not coming. And finally, that skin can't come. They start to cheat. I've also seen people like that.
Who cheating day eye?
No.
Because somebody where they principled enough to say, once I cross this line, I will not cheat. You know, go cheat.
Some people...
But you see person where cheating day eye. Yeah? Yeah, he say, I manage this fair one now. You understand? But I like him here the dark.
If you even see what is darker than this dark,
yes, now.
Because if it's dark, you're looking for. Yes, you can.
You can see a very dark black somebody.
Dark shade. You go see. You understand what I'm saying? Cheating day eye.
But are you also saying that people should settle for like there's something here. I might not say it well. No, don't shake your
No,
head.
no, don't
You
shake
don't know
it.
what I'm saying.
No,
Don't shake your head. You don't know where I'm going.
You don't need to
Are
know.
you also-
You're not half.
You're not
At least
me.
for
You
the
don't
fact
know what
that
I'm
you're not
saying.
half, you can't
Yes,
shake
I
it.
can't shake. Okay.
What I'm saying
Yes.
Very
is,
sure.
I've heard stuff where it's a pastor, I think, that said that people and marry people that because they are available,
Yeah.
you know, make my mama no talk say I don't dey house, don't they grow old.
Yes.
They just get into marriage.
Yes, a lot of that
because
is happening.
that.
Some people run away from responsibility.
And you find out that
We know
when
that.
they get into that marriage, it's not really, it's condition that is making them go into that thing. It's not like it's what they would have preferred.
Okay.
And that might now make them, you see people texting their exes.
Now, but you know,
Because
so
their
let us-
ex maybe was not ready
Now,
at the time.
okay,
And they now go and settle
let's-
for who is available.
So let me take it one notch. I'm not a social scientist or psychologist or an expert in all this matter. I'm just somebody talking from my own small experiences about life. You know? So you see, when somebody marries somebody and he really there, they miss where he's supposed to, something is not working in this one winning day.
True.
It has nothing to do with, you understand? Because when we dey marry, we know they know people finish. And if people where they marry go, they very honest. No marriage is perfect. Even this my own, why they describe like this, you know they perfect. You get the days where they wake up like this, we go argue like small children. You understand? You know they perfect. Why? Score was there somewhere. But a successful marriage is one where both parties have developed the ability to settle their problems by themselves. The waiting cost person divorce still there for the marriage of person we never divorce. But now just say the two of them are able to resolve it. And I tell my friends this all the time. I say this thing we won't cost on a wahala like this. It's there for other people who know. The only difference between owner and those people is that they have been able to work out a way. And there's an analogy I always give to them. If marriage was a company with 3 departments, one department in charge of romance, sex, and all the other things where they make husband and wife love each other. Another department in charge of raising children and be parenting. Then the last department is in charge of business, and growing a family together. Those 3 departments. Do you know the one that fails and marriage packs up? The department in charge of romance and how you and your husband relate. Now, there's no other business in the world where one department fold up, you throw away the other 2 that are still functional, except marriage. If you the wrong company, one department work. These 2 now where they function well go sustain this one. Then go collect money from here, they pay this one salary. Only for marriage where you know if you kiss the man, you know if you look in face. The next thing, parenting, you know, concern you. Things one that they build together, it's not your business. Make them cuckoo share everything, make everybody go. Just because you can no longer look his face or because he don't go sleep with another person. You understand? But you see, what people of the old were able to do is to be able to process and look at these 3 departments and know that 2/3 is not bad, really. That was what our mothers did, that they stayed. They realized that 2/3 is not bad. If these 2 other aspects are fully functional and this one is the one that is having problem, how can we fix it? How can we manage it? Yeah? So that is why they end up tolerating each other. But this generation cannot tolerate anybody. So once these aspects come out, this aspect come out, as well go to hell. So you're married to somebody, good provider, great problem solver for you. You guys are building a fantastic home. Your company and business is running well. But maybe in they sleep with somebody you know. Yeah? Or somebody you don't even know. The next thing, I can't, I won't, I will not. Or maybe you, Seth, let's just say, maybe not the woman, because the friends, they cheat.
Yes.
Yeah? Maybe now you didn't catch. He said, no way, he's got his, no. That's the one thing in my life I cannot stand. I can bet you, if you interview a bunch of men who have been in marriage for maybe like 30 years, or 40 years, or even maybe 25, if you interview them privately, they go secretly tell you, say, if they catch their wife, they cheat. If she show remorse and beg, then go forgive, and they will continue to live.
Oh, yeah.
No.
It don't reach you. It go reach everybody.
Have you been married 30 years? No.
Why? Why would you keep a cheating wife?
No. So no. You see the condition why I give.
30.
I tell you, say, if person
Not
don't
true.
dey
We
marry
never
for
reach there,
that
we'll
long,
not talk.
yeah, if
We'll
person
never
don't
reach.
marry, reach there for that long, yeah, because you see, let me tell you, I've been I've been married. It's going on 25. If I calculate from my traditional, at least 24. In that time, I have seen things happen in my own relationship, in my friends' relationship, in the people around me. I've experienced a lot of divorce happen. And when they tell these stories, and I look at it sometimes, as bad as some of them may be, and I've also had my own fair share of problem. You understand? I'm not an angel. When I look at all these things, the one thing, I have a friend where in marriage breakup, he was shattered. And I spoke with him and he said to me, if only say I catch my wife, and because in catching wife, you understand? He said, if I catch him and she beg for forgiveness and show remorse, I be one take and say, na so God take punish me for the one way me I did do when no catch me.
Smart.
You understand? Say, we go sit down, we go talk about them. And once I see say, it no go happen again, we go find way manage them. But I catch him, she no show any remorse. She no even they willing to beg.
I say she don't tire.
Exactly. Because when woman don't they come out like that, she don't really tire. You
Perhaps
get?
even come out.
So that thing opened my eyes to something. Because sometimes we know they think things a certain way. So this is somebody saying that if this woman had shown remorse, I go take and say na 1-1. Yeah?
Catch me, I catch you.
Yeah, catch me. No, you never catch me, but I don't catch you. Yeah? But me, we no say I know too innocent. Yeah? Babe,
At least I for just take am.
me will see us go take do. Especially if people no know. Because what they make problem solving hard now when you go viral.
Yes.
When, you see, once people don't weigh into them, it's always something happen for your marriage, you don't tell those your friends where they say never. Because people have a way of projecting their negativity on top of your own relationship.
Yes.
Never. Don't agree. No, they are them. They are scum. Your sense go take leave. It don't happen before somebody don't come, because sometimes I cancel some people. Not like I'm an expert, I keep saying. Come to me with a similar problem. When he narrate and finish and told me her reaction, and I told her, I say, you have to go and beg the man. He said, for what? Now me catch him, now me go beg him again. Okay, what are you even saying? What are you saying? Yeah, his ass is supposed to be sorry for what he did. I tell her, I say, calm down. Now you tell me your reaction now. So, somebody slap you, which is painful and humiliating as it is. And out of the annoyance, you draw machete, remove the hand. Who you think say court go sentence? For felony occasioning body harm. Now you will court person hand come out. Yeah? They slap you, yes, na assault. But in retaliation, you amputate. They will ask you what to do your own hand to slap back. You understand what I'm saying? So in this case now, yes, this man don't do, but from your reaction that you admitted to me that was your reaction, you don't cross border. And because of how in cross border, the man say, okay, I'm no longer worthy. Go.
I'll not do again.
That was the man's reaction. The man said, okay, because based on this and this and this, and you don't already carry and reach like this, oh yeah, can't they go? Now, she's seeking solution. I tell her, I say, you go start with apology. He said, but Nami, they offend. Now, the reason it was reluctant for her, because all her friends don't endorse, call the man bullshit. Yes, you are right. If she won't go, heaven will not fall. You understand? But I said, no. Yes, he was wrong. First of all, where you carry and go, because I don't want to talk waiting her reaction be. I said, based on your reaction, you have an apology for that one first. You cross line. That territory where you enter, no be good territory. So you need to go apologize for that one. You know, reach 1 or 2 hours after my conversation with her, she called me and told me they fixed everything.
Wow.
Aww.
Yeah? Now just common sense. Because when she did what she had to do, the man did what he had to do.
And men are more logical in thinking.
Try to make amends. I mess up. Yeah? Then try sort them. You understand? And at the end of the day, you have two people who still there under the same roof. Yes, problems have been committed. You understand? Nobody said that this journey was going to be perfect. If anybody tell you say you're perfect and lie, then they lie give you. You get? But they have fixed it. How are they able to fix it? You see, the problem would have been not because they are unable to fix it, but outside people don't weigh in. And which is why people are killing themselves today with social media. When you take domestic issues and put it in the public space, you are inviting riffraffs, non-entities and people who don't have sense to offer you solution on a very complex problem that they know nothing about. That they don't even have two sides of the story. Because if you have two sides of the story, maybe you give better assessment. So you carry them throw in out there, all people there for comment session, they bring, in fact, they are helping you expose the ones where you don't know.
Yes.
So they are pushing nail into that coffin. You get?
But some go tell you, say, if they're not carrying on social media, they need to, no, everybody needs to know what he did. I need to shame him so that everybody...
As you shame him now, or as you shame her now, so which trophy you don't win? Apart from sympathy from people you know not.
No, then they hail you. You are the queen.
Apart from people you know not. And those people are waiting on that same social media place for when the man go come give him version. For them to do U-turn and curse you.
I agree.
Those same people, when they clap for you, immediately they push the man. I remember 1 year like that, where my relationship packed up. Then I was still dating. I was so vilified by Soft Cell magazine and press people. That I was so vilified that in fact for some people who be friends, I became persona non grata.
Wow.
Yeah, waiting you do bad. How can you do that to that girl? You know they are our relationship. You don't know waiting happen. So, but everybody don't jump on the sympathy train, choose who then go, who be victim. And out of respect for the person, I never said a word.
For the person.
Out of respect for the person with me and I get the relationship. Because we had a very good relationship. If you do an assessment of the entire relationship from day one till the day ended, it was mostly good. The difference is that I told myself this truth. My groomsman kit no reach to groom this one.
Your tools not there enough.
And my power, I no go fit. I go struggle.
You need backup.
Hey, I no go fit now. It don't be like Aboki where get shoe shine things now. You get the shoe where you go bring it. I don't get this polish. You understand? I don't get on this polish. You understand? Maybe you get one black or brown and neutral, you go bring us blood. Aboki look and say, this shoe, why not shoe?
I don't have it.
I don't have it. Okay, I don't have it. I'm gonna make I use this one. You say, no, use that one. I don't have it. So I look my two kits. I no get the ski set. You understand? I just tell her, say, I no go fit. You understand? Because if there's anything I prayed to God too much when I was young, now wisdom. And he give me. You get? So I know waiting past me.
But what did she do to change the mindset of people at that time?
No. She just cried out. As a woman will cry out. That's all. She cried out to friends and friends took it to the media. She didn't take it to the media herself. She just, as person where maybe heartbreak or so, she cried out to a few friends. Those ones felt I was a devil. That they had to take their friends' fight upon themselves. And they went ahead vilifying me.
And you didn't do anything about it?
Yeah, so they pushed me, reach one place. I go meet them. I tell them and say, you and I know how we take work now. We know how we take agree to go separate ways now. Call your friends to order now. Because if they push me, I tell my story, no favor you. You understand? And she told me that she's not the one. She, as person where they hot, she cried out and they are the ones who think they are doing her a favor. I say, talk to them. You're still my friend.
It's painful.
You know, so make we no do like this. Now, if I had spoken, the same people go come after me, say, is it not enough that you left her, now you want to demonize her so that no other man will follow her?
Because they are always looking for entertainment.
A man will not win.
Never.
Yes. A man not the win when no matter concern women. Because you can't outcry women. It's not in our nature. And society, they sympathize with anybody where they cry. So sometimes you need to just take it. I have friends who have gone through it, and when they were going through it, and I mean the whole break, I say, I beg, no talk, I beg, no go, I beg, no, just leave it, let it go, let her cry, let her vent, swallow everything, leave it. Because you will still not win. You understand? And at the end of the day, when I enter the competition of who go through poto pass, now the children now go suffer.
Last.
Last.
You get two questions I want to ask. When you did this one, I will go back. The second question about how important it is to marry as a creative.
Yeah.
How important is it to marry well as a creative? Seeing the rise of these divorces, of celebrity divorces, we don't talk. But before that one, before you answer that one, now I'm the big question. Before you answer that one, because thank God I remember this one. Your wife. He said, your wife come your house, you see boys quarter. In our mind, because she come from Canada, which means her family hold boy. Who them more poor girls will not get shishi and get wait.
They don't want to go find trouble.
Girls will not get
On behalf of
shishi.
all of us, we want to go find trouble.
Girls will not get shishi, and the ones we get who they more tilted toward becoming. I don't know how I go take.
No, you have to find a way to take. I'm listening to you now.
Who they more tilted to being towards being or to being.
Okay, so let me put it like this. In as much as we know that poverty leaves a scar on people, yeah, there's poverty and poverty consciousness, yeah. Poverty na the one where they pieces you. Then poverty consciousness na the one where they make big man go wedding till they drag bucket. Forget say get jacuzzi for us. You understand? Because they fear say if he pour again. You don't reach, but you don't forget.
You don't forget.
The spirit of poverty is still
hovering. Hovering around.
Then they share bucket. You say they never give you. But now shower and jacuzzi they have. So you don't go really use them. You understand? But poverty, see, they say gather things in case. You understand? So now that scar, now in poverty, they live for some people body. When they use, a lot of people in Nigeria, they walk around with trauma. We know they healed. And here we don't really get proper counseling and all those therapy for people to really heal. Yeah. So they carry this trauma from their own family or from their own background. They take the trauma, go into another place, and it continues to fester. Sometimes people really need to seek help. See, I've counseled somebody where their marriage, they get problem, And it's at the point where it was imminent that divorce was going to happen, that she opened up that she carries trauma, but that she has made up her mind to go and seek help. I said, but why didn't you seek help all these years? That you were stressing this man? Why did you have to push him to the limit, to this point of no return, for you to admit
that you had
that you've been carrying a trauma and that you need to go get help? So, and when eventually that thing played out in the media, sometimes we they read them, would they come out? We know they weigh in. We know some of the things. Or sometimes when friends talk to me and I intervene, nobody said to know, but I try to listen to both sides. So I spoke with that woman for over 2 hours and she opened up, both her use of substance to suppress her depression and all these things. And, and some of these things are mood altering things where they alter person mood. So she takes it, sometimes she gets violent and she brings violence to the home, and man is tired of dealing with it. Before person keep person, there you go. Now she knows that she can go and get help. She don't talk all those ones for outside though. The man no gree talk to, because I said no talk.
He not post anything.
He no talk. If you talk, because sometimes all these people where they cry, if you carry their own come, go good though. Allah said, don't do it. She don't do anything she feels she do to get sympathy. Because women, when I know herself, when I know they do anything, we're not going to be victim.
Never.
Yeah, so that is how you on a roll. But I'm not saying men don't do it too, but I mean it's most common with women. So I say allow her enjoy her victimhood. You don't bad already. So what's the point? You can't win that one. Let it go. So she do all the ones where she go do and she moved on. You get? So, but she could have gone for help. When say the damage started from when your father, they handle your mother. And you lost faith in men and you hate men and you don't like men and all this, and you took all that hate and you came into this guy's life who wants to marry you and be there for you and everything triggers you and your background and your story. So you see, so sometimes what I'm saying is not just poverty, Yeah?
Trauma
People carry
also.
trauma.
Yes.
We no heal. And that is why I say, as a man, you must pay attention. In fact, as anybody, you must pay attention to your partner. If they are bringing some trauma, you go ask yourself, do I have enough tools in my
to
kit
groom
box
this
to
bride?
groom this person? If you don't have enough tools, forget her nyash. Forget breast when you carry.
Forget Nyash.
Yes. They do forget nyash. Because the problem when they're associated with this nyash, you have no tools to handle it.
Yes.
You understand? When the problem begin manifest, you can't deal with it.
Yes.
Man is physical and spiritual.
True.
Some people now spiritual problem they bring up. Some people they where their loyalty get where they way pass you.
Under the water.
Another person was telling me his own problem. Say he first struggle to see whether they go fit exorcise the spirit. They know fit.
Chineke me.
Yeah.
Exorcism.
Yes, he reached that level. He said the last place where they go with the pastor where they send them go. Say they reach there, the girl whisper to the pastor say make them go.
Hey.
Ha!
So you don't know waiting the girl whisper put for the man. Here the man say make them just they go.
Now to make the man say no the
The
money.
man don't gather all in prayer warriors put together. The girl just lean over like this. Whisper for the man here. The man come on say make them they go. Maybe na woman, but na man voice in here.
Now for this Lagos marriage.
I don't want to talk the person self.
Now celebrity.
Yes. No be marriage. Na girlfriend when you want marry.
I think I know who this person is. But move on.
You know,
Chukudi, you know who this person is.
You understand? So the power. So for the realm where she did, she be queen.
Oh.
For the realm where she did, now she be queen. So by rights, nobody supposed even they go near him. But she loved the guy, and the guy love him. So she won't break that code, but the people for that side, no agree, no one here. So sometimes when they see some things for film, they emulate real life.
Wow.
So he saying first try to see whether he go fit do them. So when they go, you know, if you
But the person don't remarry already or no? Don't
it's
marry.
okay. It's
don't
fine.
Marry. Don't
yeah,
marry,
it's fine.
no.
He's doing well. It's in his own, but in common from that side.
So
he
that
doesn't
question-
have the tool set to fit handle. But he get people where go fit get the tool set.
They go fit
maybe
handle.
warriors. Or maybe where they the same spiritual realm. We go run a spirit to spirit. You understand what I'm saying?
So the second question I wanted to ask is, how important is it as a creative, whether you be comedian or musician, as long as you be creative, how important it is to marry the correct girl?
Yeah.
Because some of these girls in this to marry the correct girl to avoid divorce.
Yes.
Because almost every celebrity, it's how it don't become, the celebrity divorce don't become normal with fans. When it be say, if you as a fan, if celebrity come show you, save the date, when I go say, give them 2 months.
But so let me first of all disagree. That's no be celebrities' marriage, no, they pack up like that. Marriages generally are going through divorce. But celebrities own not the one way people know.
They see for public, yes.
Yeah? Every day now, if you go that Igboshire magistrate court where then they dissolve marriage, you go see people. They can't drag each other, come there. People are divorce, they happen every day. Yeah? Just that out of the hundreds where they happen, the ones where they catch attention of people are celebrities.
Celebrity own.
Because they are celebrities and news surrounding them is well known. So let them not make it look like, I know a lot of people in the industry who are still married, you know, and trying to make it work. Like I said, none is perfect. Everybody is work in progress. You know, everybody's just trying to make it work. So I keep saying, it is, if you are somebody who plans to marry, it's important, even more important, to pay attention to your choice, selection of partner than selection of career. Yes. Because career direction you can change. But changing partner and a war, you're going to unravel so many things. You're going to go consciously or unconsciously from monogamy into a polygamy. Because that's what happens when you divorce and you already have children. You're going into some sort of polygamous relationship. Because everybody is in everybody's life for life. So forget all the lip service that we play to polygamy here. I still think that polygamy is the best form of marriage for Africa.
Why?
Yes. Monogamy is not working. We are pretending.
Why do you think monogamy is not working?
It's not working. Now, what is the difference between polygamy and monogamy? Polygamy says you can marry 2 people at the same time.
Yes.
Monogamy says you cannot marry them at the same time. You have to let one go. What if you don't want to let that one go? but you're forced to. In monogamy, it doesn't stop you from marrying 6 in your lifetime, true or false.
True.
But you have to divorce them.
Mm.
So society is not saying that you cannot marry many women, just that you can't keep 2 of them or more at the same time.
But where they write them?
Eh?
Where did they?
Like when you go registry, go sign that document. Law. When you go registry, go sign that document. You must dissolve them before you. Otherwise,
Bigamy.
Exactly.
Bigamy, yeah.
Exactly. Now, so what happens when you divorce 1, 2, 3, and there were children involved? You have 6 wives.
But the people...
But the only thing is that you're no longer with them.
You are just with the new one.
You are with the current one. But all these other ones are in your life, courtesy of your children.
And they are still sending you message.
Yes, now.
And once they back can
Child
always
support
happen.
now. Unless they are doing better than you, then you may be slightly free. They're free in the sense that you are now an irresponsible man. because they will condition your children to see you as irresponsible. So you better be playing a role in your children's life if you deserve any kind of respect. So all those 3 where you get with, one way or the other, you're intermingling.
The way people don't vilify polygamy, I think it's making a lot of people run away from it.
No. You see, because we quick go embrace Western education and values, and we no look deep into our culture.
Mm.
You understand? And don't get me wrong, when they say polygamy, women go say, are women also allowed to marry more than one husband? For me, yes.
Polyandry. Mm.
If you get the money to keep the 2.
Mm.
Because I'm not going to keep you for us, you keep another man, and I want for you. So then they walk you. Then they walk you. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, but if you're a successful woman, you have made so much money, I'm one of Africa's richest women, and you feel say one man no go do you, you need like 2 or 3. I swear, if you audition for men, we go accept that arrangement, then they.
They are plenty.
Then plenty we go agree. Man, give me my own house, so they come give me one.
An allowance.
I'll give my allowance. Any day, just see me my promo. I'm here for you. You will find 3 husbands will go follow you straight today. So if a woman is successful and wants 3 men, should she? Yes. Society allow them. Otherwise, she go divorce this one, marry this one, divorce this one, marry this one, and see 3 men. Logically.
So, but what of the people
we never decide when we want to have that conversation. When we are ready to have that conversation, make we have that conversation.
But what of the people?
Nothing do polygamy. No, any day, mark my word, any day where America and the Western world approve them now, we go begin to.
Not be lying.
Because it be like now then we they collect permission from. Maybe now they are telling us to approve gay now.
Little by little.
If you no agree, they vilify you now.
True.
Suddenly we have accepted that a man can carry man, woman can carry man. No be so. Is it not because the Western world says it's okay? Sure. Any day when they come now tell us say it's okay to marry 2 now, we say, yeah, we have been released. We come back and let I say I knew, but now waiting our ancestors do now. We can't say we go school now. Because we have to decide. Because guess what? If you allow people the right to decide whether they want to be polygamous, some people go still choose to be monogamous.
Yes. Yes.
But at least they know they have the right to go ahead and get more if they want to. There are people who will feel that even with the polygamy and monogamy, some people say they don't want to marry at all. Is it not so?
Yeah.
So if you still do polygamy, some people there will go just say, I can marry 3 or 4, but 1 is enough for me, man. I don't like stress. You get?
You know, you mentioned about 25 years of marriage, 20 years of marriage.
Sorry, before
some...
polygamy. If na polygamy, you get one polygamy. You get one polygamy.
Not from one place into another place.
No, not that polygamy. You got the thing.
You know, say we go ahead. People really like it when I talk about polygamy like this. It makes people uncomfortable, but that's my opinion.
But what are the advantages? Do you think marriages will last better?
Huh?
Do you think marriages will?
Allow her. She wants to say something.
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
So you mentioned 25 years, 20 years.
Yeah.
But I still hear some stories of people that divorce after 30 years, 35 years.
Yes.
Some people even have children that have children that are even married.
Yes. Yes.
I met this girl and she said her parents were separated and had divorced last year.
Yeah.
And her eldest sister is 40. these people are old people and they've divorced and the man just took another small wife, recently. What will make people that have lived together for over 40 years, because if your first child is 40, you probably have lived 41 years. What will make people that have lived for over 40 years to just wake up one morning and say they are going their separate ways?
So every story is unique. I wouldn't know what's their circumstance, what the circumstances were. I wouldn't know what led to their own problem. I am not even in that space yet. So if I hazard a guess, maybe as a married person who has been in it for a while, so there are moments when people are incompatible. And there are situations in marriage that people consider that they are major deal breakers that they are unable to deal with. And sometimes maybe because of their mental health. Because mental health is also an issue. So abuse is one of them. And sometimes, people endure to the point where they feel that they are empowered enough to go. You understand? Yeah. So there are some women where they with you, they know they with you because they are happy here. But if they go now, they will lose. So they can beat their time till when they find it sufficient enough for them to leave, they leave. You get? While some people can't just wait. They want na. They want to go na. Maybe now when they don't go, they will come say, I forgot wait small. You understand? Some women go tell you, like, say, if I know waiting, I know now for wait, make my children grow before I go. Because sometimes when you uproot children at a very young age, it affects them. Education-wise, mental health-wise, like you traumatize them. So some mothers just say, okay, I will sacrifice for the sake of my children. I will endure this pain. Yeah, so once they just feel say their children don't grow, they're comfortable, they just come on themselves. And you see, that is where men have to be reasonable and wise. And I keep saying it. You don't lose anything by treating a woman where you use your hand, select, say you want marry. You don't lose anything by treating her like a queen. You don't lose anything. You don't lose anything by nurturing her to grow. Person who don't give you children and has contributed to your success, whatever it takes to make her feel comfortable, make her feel happy, make her feel loved, go out of your way, just do it. Do it. Because, see, you get one proverb where I hear when I did very, very small. They say now, my great-grandfather, and they use that proverb. Say, instead a woman go big person for this life, me and wife big person. You understand? Say the reason be say, if they ask, say, who get this wife? They go say na him. Are you? That talk deep. Say instead when a woman go big person, make it be wife. Because people will say, ask, who married this woman? They will say na him. So he takes the credit at the end of the day. So what it means is that if you nurture and support and encourage and mold that woman to be a queen, you understand? Society will still give you credit. Unless na devil we won't go be there every day, they tell them, say you be useless man, no. This is why I keep on an idiot too. But if na woman we get sense, where they cover your shame, you go see they get credit. For as long as you live. Now I only hear no say you be, some of us where we day. Not be say, my wife not be pushover. I marry a woman will be strong character. She's not a pushover. But my wife never ever humiliate me outside. He never ever bring me to any external ridicule. She go vex, so she go do whatever she go do na indoor. She go call me out when she feels the need to call me out. But now within the confines of our house. And she balances it up by those random moments of affirmation. Those random, nothing they happen. Without you, I wouldn't know where I would have been. You are the man. I'm happy for the man that I married. You know, the one way they make you feel like, say, you go come the guesswork. Come the whisper things when nobody they tell you put for your ear like this. You go come the, they touch your mumu button once in a while. So that the day when he go call you, I'll tell you, say, you're useless. This is your children. If I tell them how useless you are, you will just be ashamed of yourself. You go come tell me, lower your voice. Most children don't really know. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? Now balance now. You understand? Everybody has to balance everybody. Make
True.
it safe for the work. Oh.
True.
Yeah, if I naked, cover my nakedness more. I cover my shame more. You get now the formula. So you see some of these people where how many years later, we don't know waiting happen for their situation, we make them leave. Because where I say are the advice men to handle these women with care, especially if you use 5 years, 10 years senior your wife. Treat her well because of your old age. Treat her well because that small girl, you see, sorry or not in any disrespectful way, where sometimes when you bring people into your life, they be like puppy when you buy puppy. You know the way you buy puppy, you go to work tail for you every time. You go to run around after you every time. You go to sweet you. You go to give her whiskey. You go to follow you. They follow you. Then small time, you go come turn to big dog. You put her for chain, you know, give her chain like this. You go like, what's that? This dog, they do that. Be your owner. You bring hand in. He give you mark for hand. Yeah, because you starve him. You do too much, he cut chain. You get? So people know they understand, say, that small puppy where you bring, he go grow. And when he develop full teeth, if he bites. So when you give your wife gap like that, pet am for the day where you know if he stand up for bed, though. May see get who go make tea and give you. May see who go lead you for hand enter bathroom, help you shower. You understand? Because sometimes at that time they want to take their pound of flesh.
Wow.
Oh yes. So when the young person live at 40, when stroke don't collect half of your body, and you dey vulnerable, you go tell you say where those girls now?
Kai.
Where those your side chicks? When they come back for you, otherwise you go dey inside your own shit. You understand? Go call them now. Maybe you don't see as they be now. Are they around? All those people where they travel everywhere with. Today you're here, tomorrow you're there, next tomorrow you carry back. Where are they now? Now see you now. You know, say stroke go come quick. I'm out. I'm leaving. You can enter back carrying children buy a ticket to go America, relocate with them. They there with grandchildren, they flex. They will come find one house help, give you for here.
Wow.
It don't be. It's life.
Important life lesson.
So when people just,
All right.
No, I be won't ask because, but it's been. I be won't ask.
Yeah.
Do you think? Because I'm back to polygamy. Sorry. Do you think marriages would last better if we practice polygamy? Do you think divorces will reduce? Do you think death of, because I guess some people say they get this school of thought say a lot of men where they die go reduce.
So no. So for me, I don't know. I don't have the powers to be able to read that deep into the future. But I know that if we embrace polygamy the way our ancestors did, bullshit will reduce. That one.
By bullshit, how do you mean?
So by bullshit, what I mean that bullshit will reduce is if you cast your mind back, when in the time of our ancestors, there were not too many stories of side chick and cheating.
Yes.
You know here, my grandfather was a polygamist. I know here say grandpa gets side chick. I know here say grandpa gets this. Because the wives knew that he could take an extra wife. They knew. Yeah? That, this one, and they may not be happy about it. Yeah? But it's a norm that another person could come. And if the person come, you also see what we will see. And when you come, you begin complain, they go tell you, welcome to the club. What do you think say here be before? You're here now. Focus on how you go to raise your children. Don't worry about here. We there here already. And then too, some women, they use their hand, go out, get their husband another wife. Like when a wife comes in and she feels that her health is becoming a problem and she needs one-on-one care, she goes and brings a younger wife that will take care of her, that is loyal to her, but that can also go and sleep with the husband. Because if she doesn't do that, the woman will go out and marry and leave. So people were finding ways to make it work. It wasn't pretty, but it was working. Some came in and they found out they couldn't have children. They brought in another woman who will be loyal to them, but who will have children. And that woman came in, had children for the husband, and she and her children took care of the woman that brought her in. And her old age was guaranteed, and she was not removed. So Africa found a way to work around those things because it's not everything that about it is evil. But the picture we always paint is dragging of property, person, the children fight for life. But yeah, today we have the benefit of the law and will and everything that people could do. The Muslims are still practicing their own polygamy. Why don't they have as many stories as we have of all these things? Because their own, these things they laid out, you must treat everybody equal. It is ingrained in their doctrine and everything. So, again, my friend in the north, when he was preparing to take a second wife, he was buying a new house and he was doing a replica. He took me to the site and the house when he take me go is like similar to a house where they normally go. And he said, no, that is how the law is. So, that if you must take another wife, you must give that one everything where this one gets. So he's setting up everything to look similar to what he has. So that way he can stay here small and he can stay here small. So you now find out that if you not get to set up for two people, stay your day.
Stay your day.
Stay your day. It's not
Exactly.
this thing is available. It's not mean saying for poor people. You understand? So that no poor man go just go day too ambitious. You understand? Now go say, may they give him another wife. Wait, no free. You go buy the car where you buy for this one. Or when this one come, you go use keke, this one use car. You understand what I'm saying? So if society sets the parameters right and women feel protected, because there are lots of things about our culture we don't know. Sometimes you hear, Igbo people know they give women land, but they don't understand the depth of it. So when you take the surface now, you go say, women are marginalized. Women are not. Because the framers of that culture get as they take frame them. They framed it in such a way that the assumption is that a woman will marry into another family.
Okay.
And land is not a movable asset. It's a fixed asset. And it was communally owned and handed from generation to generation. So you can't give a woman who is living land. So if you be woman for a family, they won't give you, but your brother's wife will get.
Oh.
Yes.
Your brother's wife.
Because your brother's wife is now part of the
Will
community.
get. And you, when you marry, you will get.
Somewhere else.
Somewhere else. So they don't bother giving you in your father's house. But people don't understand. When they say, people need to give woman land. That is not how. As a child, I knew and I saw that once they marry you, the day of your wedding, as you reach your husband's gate, they don't give you to your husband, they give you to your husband's father, your father-in-law, or the leader of the family. And then they hand over the bride to. As soon as from church, they come. Once you reach gates, the bride, they stop. Those days I saw it as a child. I don't understand why I asked, and they explained it to me. You go wear that wedding gown, come outside, stand for gate, you know, go enter. The mother-in-law will take a hoe, and the father-in-law, they will lead her straight with her wedding gown into the farm. As they reach there, the father-in-law will allocate her a plot of land. She will make her first mound, indicating that she will be productive, and she will do a tree plant. There. That land for the rest of her stay in that marriage becomes hers. Nobody can take it, not even her husband. Because the culture did not have divorce factored into it. That's why they give her land on arrival. So that if the husband says, I no do again, she can build herself a home. She already has a land.
Oh, wow.
And she has a place to farm.
Nice.
The culture provided for them in that way. Because the woman becomes a member of the family. As long as she's productive and chooses to stay. But the day she chooses to leave, she leaves behind whatever belongs to the family.
Well, if she leaves, but if the man is dead, she still has.
It's for life. Whatever has been given to her, as long as she bears their name and stays with them, whatever is hers is hers.
Then if she decides to work,
but if she decides that she wants to chat life another place, she will leave this one and they'll give her in her new place.
Wow.
You can't take people's ancestral land and go and auction it now.
Do you think?
Because you're living.
Lastly, do you think the older generation?
But if woman no marry too, they had this thing. They gave her land as well in her.
Who go give her?
No, the family give her.
If she can't change her mind, marry one.
No. She can't take it. As long as you're in that family, husband no come, you will have a land that is allocated to you where you farm. Because then agriculture was a means of livelihood. You had. But if you want leave tomorrow, my husband come, you can't take it.
Wow.
So culture made provisions for all these things. But you see, because we did oral tradition and most things were not written.
Written down.
People don't know them. then it allowed elders who were manipulative and wicked to fleece people out of their belongings. But that's not how the framers of culture did it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I believe that everybody when don't watch this episode reach this point don't learn something very, very important. A rich blend of experience, you know, and also
crisscross everywhere. Not
yes. A rich blend of experience and also, you know, the willingness to teach. So the wisdom also follow him.
Yeah.
And for those where they watch, I would just like to remind us of something important that you mentioned, that as a core member that practically had nothing, you looked for creative ways to sustain yourself. All those spin this person, exterior of the house, speak to madam as you bring Liz Benson and all. I just say make I give this example so that young people when they watch go know say there's never an excuse for whatever crime you commit. See me now, I don't finish school, I don't get anything. Now why I can't they do this? Now why I can't they do that? So the reason why people like you, when you tell your story, would they happy with our platform now say, from your experience, young people go learn. So that just looking at where you are today, they would know that from where you came from, you know, you put in a lot of work. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much. May the Almighty God bless you. That consistency and longevity where we say, you know, we don't know you for and we they see. God go continue to they make the thing they rise.
Amen.
God bless you, sir.
Amen.
So remember, please follow husband material. underscore HN, please.
That it was funny. I didn't see that coming.
Please, it's really affecting my mental health.
I bet when I follow Okey Bakassi as well.
Follow our
Maybe you
guest.
go follow.
Yes. But they don't if your own phone now. Follow our guest. Thank you so much. God bless you. Great one. Bye.